So we have. I'm really excited for this one. So we have an assortment of different characters. I have a
Mm,
better picture for Luffy.
there you go.
That's much better. So,
Snake Man.
so
And Katakuri. There we go.
yeah. Oh yeah, I
See,
got two.
see, come on, come on. You gotta do them justice, man.
This is true. Okay, so we have the different tiers: S,
Hmm.
A, B, C, D. So for F tier, throw in the C. Like throw,
Get rid of that fruit.
throw it back in the water. D, not worth not swimming. So it's like, why do I
Yeah,
even have this?
yeah.
C, crew member. Like you're not the captain, you're just the crew. B,
That's pretty
warlord status.
cool. Hmm.
A, emperor status. And then
Okay.
S, ruler of the sea.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of powers that are like, dude, this is the legit stuff.
Yeah.
So now, if you want, we could do it differently. But what I'm thinking of, in a way, I want to do how powerful, but that's kind of boring to a way.
Well, I think that should be one of them,
Yeah. What
but
do you
not
think?
like what it's defined as. Well, I think it's just like I think it's like because the thing too about the show too is that like some of them are kind of like, oh, that kind of sucks, but then because of the character they make it strong.
Mhm.
So I think it's like how we were saying, like the base stats, I guess you could say. It's like, is it strong in and of itself? And then um kind of like what are the limits that could, or the, was it possibilities, I guess you could say, that could come from it. um and then like how like versatile, like well-rounded is it, where you can like um
Like every day, how practical?
yeah, like, yeah, like how practical is it? Is it good for like only one-on-one, or is it good for like, that type of thing?
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. So we'll go through and we'll see how it goes. Yeah. So all those will be into consideration. Because yeah, like some of the users will have it like crap. Will not respect the power they have, and they could really make it more powerful, but they don't.
Yeah.
So, um, yeah, I'm trying to see what one of these powers is. Okay, whatever. So, yeah, so we'll go ahead and start. How's that sound? Okay.
Yeah.
So we got our first guy, the dude that has the invisible power from Thriller Bark, Absalon. He turns invisible. Purdy, he doesn't use it very well.
Hmm.
But the new guy who gets it definitely will be using it much better.
Oh, he died.
Oh shoot. Okay. I'm sorry, bro. Oh
Well,
no. Okay, I'm gonna be really careful with that.
yeah, because like some of these people, like the Raven guy, or like how you were saying the dinosaur people, like I don't know who they are.
Okay.
And yeah, so
Okay. Well, based on what you know, then where would he put
based off what I know,
turning invisible?
honestly, I'm gonna say crew member, because it's like looking at the other tiers, it's like, yeah, is it useful? Obviously. Turning invisible, yeah, that's always useful. But it's like, if you have a power though that you can just like, does like huge AoE, then you can never get close to him even if you are invisible, because it's like you're still gonna get blown away type of thing. Um I think potentially it's like if you were to like learn hockey and like just be like super trained in like hockey and like, you know, um what is it, like you teleport almost?
Oh, like what's it called, like
Shit.
shift or sheave or
Yeah,
something?
Sheev. Yeah. It's like if you're just like kind of like the CP0 people and invisible, then it's like, yeah, then that's, yeah. But besides that, it's like, I honestly, I'm just gonna say C. Like, yeah, you can be like a well trained assassin,
Mhm.
but, or like a bodyguard type of thing, but after that, it's like I can't see him being a warlord or like an emperor.
Okay. I can't be mad at that. Okay.
So
So yeah. Yeah, because yeah, he could only go so like what? Yeah, what is he gonna do? Turn invisible, maybe steal some stuff. Like he's definitely a crew member. Yeah, like he's the one that he has an ability that can be used by them. So
Mm-hmm.
okay. So let's go to Aokiji, the ice fruit.
So, dang. Okay.
This is a hard one. It's
Well, okay.
it's definitely A. For sure. I'm gonna put him in A just to hold him there, but we'll talk about this right now.
Emperor status. I mean, would he be an emperor of the sea? Because I mean, I think at this point he's like a pirate now, right? Or he's just like doing his own
Yeah,
thing.
he's like
Because
he
like,
does his own thing.
yeah, because I know like yeah, after him and Akainu fight, then he just like leaves or something. I think in the show they were saying like he joined Blackbeard, but I haven't confirmed that. I haven't seen where that's confirmed, so
I
I don't
don't know
know.
yet either.
But I mean, for me, yeah, anyway. Dang, could he be an emperor of the sea? Hold on,
Ruler
I
of
have
the
to let
sea.
Ellie in. I have to Ellie.
Okay, no problem.
Gosh.
I'll cut this out.
Okay.
Okay, what do you think of this statement? Any almost, especially in One Piece, any fruit can become ruler of the sea.
I don't agree with that.
Why?
Because I think some fruits are just inherently more dominating than another fruit. For instance, I'll say he's definitely like, yeah, he could be a warlord. Emperor, I'll say no, only because like for instance, like let's say like Ace were just let's say like Ace, Akainu, um who else? Well, I'm just like, okay, like between like him and Akainu, it's like he didn't beat Akainu,
Mhm.
but it was very close. And it's one of those like I don't know. I'll I'll say definitely B, but Emperor, from what I've seen, like it's like what I've seen of him. I mean, I don't know because it's like Emperor. It seems like yeah, you don't. I'll say Warlord. I'll say Warlord. Personally speaking,
Warlord.
yeah, like I like him. I like the power a lot, but to be like an Emperor of the Sea, I don't know.
If you had the ice, whatever the ice power is, like
Yeah,
in the right hands, or him, he's an admiral, fleet admiral, so he's already more strong than a warlord. Even if it were basing it period off of what a warlord, what constitutes for a warlord, I think he's A. I think the power, and that's why it's kind of hard because it's like if we're basing it on potential, then
that's
almost
true
anything
too.
it can be a stinking S tier. Just like this could
Yeah,
definitely be
see,
an S tier power. So maybe we should do it based off of like what we've seen with them.
yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
Okay.
like. Because like, yeah, if we just go based off of potential, then it's like, well, yeah, then they all could be
Then
S.
that's
But it's
really
like,
hard.
yeah, so it's like that's why I'm like also like trying to like say like what we've seen too to like round it out a bit.
And that's why I think he could be, I think he's still A tier.
Yeah, no, yeah, because it's like, yeah, I mean, because because I mean, like I haven't seen. I'm the only like emperor you saw him go against was Whitebeard, so it's kind of just like, well, anyone against him is obviously going to be
Mhm.
look, not very strong. So it's like that's fair, and I think it's like, yeah, I think that's a good, yeah, because it's like rule of the sea. I feel like rule of the sea is like you're just dominating, like
Yeah.
your power in and of itself is just dominating, and I feel like his is like, yeah, it's definitely if you were ruler of the sea, you would have someone like him in your crew, but
Because
that power in and of
because
itself.
he has setbacks too, like fire. Obviously, fire is his
Yeah,
enemy.
like fire and magma.
Yeah,
So
anything
that's why I'm like,
hot wouldn't be very,
yeah.
especially at magma. Obviously, Akainu beat him, so
Yeah, but it's like, but they said though it was like hair, like hair thin.
mhm.
So it's like, yeah, it is a setback, but it also like goes to show the potential of it too, because it's like, I mean, they both made an island, hot and cold. So it's like,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, I would say, yeah, that's a pretty good
So
A.
so you think we're gonna base it off of who was wielding it, not what it could be in the right hands?
I think a bit of both because it's like to an extent I feel like it is in the right hands, but also like from what we've seen though, it's like there's sometimes good it or more so like it feels like there is more potential.
Okay.
Um
Yeah.
yeah, but it's like but the person just in and of itself doesn't use it right. So
That's true. Okay. Let's go to, I forget her name, but she's one of Doflamingo's crew members, right?
yeah,
And she turns
yeah.
people into art. This
Yeah, like she turned the Sunny into art or something.
is such an underrated power. The only reason they lost is because of the plot. Like, if, like, I don't remember what her setbacks were. Her power is if she touches you right, I think it was, or
I wanna say
if her like artsy, I think, did she throw something at you or whatever? But I know if
I
she
don't
came in
remember because
contact with you, you're done.
yeah.
So it's pretty
Um,
it's pretty close.
it's like
I'll put her in. I'll put her in. I don't want to put her in C. I think she's a little more powerful than C. I think she's a B.
I don't know. I'm because I like I'm feeling personally speaking, I'm feeling like it's still like a kind of like the invisible guy where it's like, yes, it is useful and it can be powerful, but it's like, but that power in and of itself, even if it was in the right hands, it feels like, yeah, but there's still a lot of setbacks to it still.
Mm-hmm. Like
Because like
what?
again, she would still have to get close to you and touch you. So it's like when it's like I mean, like the gun girl right next to like all she have to do is like go up in the sky and blast her type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, yeah, I personally I'm saying C.
I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad. I think I think she's better than him. I think she can. She has a lot. She can do a lot more damage than he can. In a
Hmm.
way. Yeah. Yeah.
In a
Yeah.
way.
In a way.
Well, I think it's like for that, honestly, the kind because it's like, does she have to touch you or just like even if you touch her,
That's what
it's
I forget. Like I don't remember how she. Because I remember
yeah.
she got like Nami and the Sunny and like a number of people became art and they could not do nothing. But I forgot if she touched them or what. I forgot that whole section of
Yeah.
how did they break free. Like I don't remember. That's the problem. But
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing. Because it's like if it is like, oh, she has to touch you, but you can touch her and you'll be fine, then it's like then he could easily, if he had the invisible power, just sneak up on her, take her out. But
yeah.
I don't know. So
Yeah.
either I think they're kind of even though still.
Okay. Baby 5.
She's crew member.
Yeah. Like, yeah. She's artillery. She'll shoot stuff from the
Yeah.
back. She has a cool power,
Well,
but
yeah.
she
But I
has
mean
to have.
she couldn't even defeat Frankie.
That's true. Her
And
power.
Frankie, he's definitely a crew member. So it's like,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true. And didn't she like in her power? She needs people, right? Like, don't people like tote her around and stuff? Because she.
I think it's one of those like it's kind of like like when in Megatron, the older one, when it's like he turns into a gun
Yeah.
and then someone has to shoot him. I think it's like if she turns into something specific, someone has to shoot her, so to speak. But it's like an arm or like a leg or like half her body. I don't know. I think it's something like she can shoot some stuff in and of herself, and then some stuff she has to like be wielded, so to speak.
In a way, I feel like she could be a lot more powerful. Like, she literally can turn into a gun without.
Yeah, but honestly though, it's like what do guns mean in One Piece?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
It's like people get blasted all the time, and it's like they walk it off. So it's kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Bartholomew, the barrier berry fruit, bro. He's
I'll
B or
give
A.
him B. I'll give him B.
Yeah. Yeah. His power is so good.
Yeah, because I mean, to not be hit by anything, that's pretty. That's pretty good.
He can make stairs.
Hmm.
He can make his fists into barriers and to give him more power. So, oof, yeah. He could, yeah. Easy warlord.
Yeah, the only drawback with that is like, because I think it's like he can hit his own barrier, but I feel like they only go as far as like as hard as he hits it. So it's like unless you just were to like train and be super strong and then like have also the barrier fruit, then I think it would have more potential. But just from what we've seen of him, it seems more like a defensive fruit.
Yeah. It was cool when he did that whole barrier punch. That was super sick. That was so cool.
Hmm.
Okay, so we got Hawkins, and he has
I haven't really seen what he does.
so I read about what his power was because it's kind of like you kind of see what it does, but it's kind of confusing. So he can make things out of straw, and an OP ability that he has is he can like make like those like little voodoo dolls and put and attach them to people in real life. So like if he gets
Hmm.
hurt, like it's even killed, that those things will take his place. So he can have like almost an infinite amount of lives depending on how many
Oh,
people are around him. So
interesting.
his offensive capabilities, I'm not too sure what he does. I know he turns into like a straw man and like he can it's literally straw, so fire could burn him quite easily.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I mean, like that's
but it
and that's a pretty big.
but if he does get in contact with you, he can make you into one of those straw men and you're kind of like a slave. So if he gets hurt, you're gonna get hurt too. So that's
Mm-hmm.
pretty intense.
Mm.
I'll put him in I'll put him in high B.
Yeah, I can see B with like potential and all that. Like I could see B.
Yeah, I'll put him high B. Um what's his name? Capone?
Yeah, Veggie.
Beji.
Yeah.
He's like the fortress fruit, whatever he holds stuff in him.
Yeah, I will give him B because I mean for one, he is the captain of his own pirate group. Um, but also it's like offensively, it seems like yeah, you would need your crew inside of you type of thing to like fire cannons and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But it seems like also defensively when he turns into like the giant fortress, it's like that's pretty. I mean, he withstood Big Mom for quite a while,
Yeah.
so it's kind of one of those like, yeah, that definitely seems like. I mean, yeah, like he's a walking castle, so it's kind of just like
Mhm.
I personally would say B because I feel like
I think B based off of his defensive capabilities.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Because yeah, A tier if he was attacking, he needs people with him.
Yeah,
So I'll put him a low B because yeah, his defense is ridiculous.
yeah, yeah,
But he can't attack anything unless he has his people with him.
yeah.
Okay, I think that's fair. So Bellamy, the spring.
Mm. It it's one of those. I feel like if Bellamy wasn't the character himself wasn't such like a because I don't think he's a bad guy. I just think he's one of those like he wants a family, but he doesn't have one that he can like rely on trust on.
Mhm.
So I feel like he's not allowed to like grow because I feel like honestly like between him and Luffy, I feel like their powers are super similar.
I'm gonna delete that row
Um,
because it's kind of the same. The the throw in the sea and now we're swimming. It's kind of the same.
yeah.
Good.
Eh, I mean, I guess.
Because like I'm looking at
Well,
the
because I
list
mean, I
over
feel like
here.
not with swimming. Oh,
Like when I look at the
go
list right
ahead.
here, there's not really. It's either a crew member or throw in the sea. Like there's no in between. Not really.
That's true. That's true. That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. There's well, yeah, no, yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. Um, I feel like with Bellamy, he could be a lot more powerful,
Mhm.
but he always like I don't know. He just like I don't know. I feel like he's like as a character, he gets like too emotional or like too in his head, so to speak. So then like he always comes up short. But I feel like if he were to be like part of the Straw Hat crew, like pre time skip and then like train during the time skip, he would be like pretty strong. So I feel like Spring could be, but still I feel like right now overall I feel like it's a crew member. Like
Yeah.
I don't feel definitely it's like oh yeah he's a warlord. Like nah he's a crew member and Spring as a whole I feel like is a crew member, but it could be a bit more. So maybe like high crew member, but
Mhm. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I can't. Like his offensive capabilities pretty up there. Defensive, he ain't doing nothing really. He's just like he has mobility, of course.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, and he can move fast, so it's like he could get out of like spots fast, but
mhm.
from what we've seen too, it's like he doesn't really do too much with it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so we have our next one, Bello Betty from the Revolutionary Army. Um, for me, let me read you her powers. Um, her devil fruit. She inspires numerous people to fight. She's a flag bearer of the Revolutionary Army. Um, she increases their resolve and physical strength in the process. She activates her power by speaking encouraging words to her targets. So I think when I saw that in One Piece, when you've seen her, right?
Yeah, I wish she was like helping a town out.
Yeah, I think she's an A tier dude. What she can do to people, she inspires them and makes them stronger. Like if they're, because like that scene, they're all scared, they don't want to fight. She comes in, she waves her flag, she inspires them to fight, and they get stronger. That's insane. That's insane. If she can have a crew of people with her, or even anybody around the area, it's almost like a mind control, but then it buffs them. Like I would put her in A.
Hmm.
Because not only does she have the potential for offensive capabilities with like armies, and then defensive with people around, like it's almost like mind control. Yeah, like she's inspiring people to fight and gives them strength. Like she makes them physically more strong. And it's like you put the right people around her. Holy crap!
That's yeah.
I think she's a,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true.
like, the only reason I'm not putting her in S is because she does need people around her. But if she has people around
Well,
her,
yeah,
boom.
yeah, I just feel like, yeah, I, yeah, I suppose, I guess. Personally, I'd put her like high B, but I see like the whole like army thing. But again, it's like, but if you were the only person, like, let's say, I don't know, like the other army or whatever, they had a sniper and they got one shot off and just hit you in the head, then the whole army's doomed because now you're done. So it's like, I feel like that's a pretty simple drawback to have. So it's kind of just like, yeah, unless like, you had the observation hockey super, well, and you saw it coming, but
Mhm.
yeah, it's just like, and then like you would have to have the right people with you because it's like, yeah, she inspired, average people, but they beat up pretty low tier, pirates. So it's kind of just like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense, sure. But it's like, yeah, but if you're going against like a good pirate group or even like an okay pirate group, it's like, okay, well, you're gonna need better people. So, but not.
Yeah.
I feel like scale wise, yeah, it could be emperor status because it's like, yeah, if you did have an army, even if it was like an army of like Namis who are somewhat powerful, but I mean like they're okay. It's like, yeah, then like yeah, you'd be pretty powerful.
Mm,
Um, So like for scale, yeah, I'll give her that. But I mean, it's definitely not a fruit I would pick.
yeah, I feel you. I got to keep her there. I got to keep her there. Okay, we got the bison guy who ate the
I
bison
can
fruit.
remember.
Yeah, he's a crew member. I think he's really. I think he should be there. Like if he hits it awakened like Chopper does, he's a singing
Hmm.
bison. Like that's gonna destroy everything. And he had
Well,
hockey.
yeah, I mean
So
that's the top of the domestic animals. It's like
yeah.
they're the strongest, like they're the, so it's like, yeah, I think I potentially it's like, yeah, because it's like, I mean, Chopper, it's like he has, the kung fu point and then all those different points. So it's like, yeah, I think I potentially speaking, he could just like be, a tank, so to speak.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah. So
yeah, so I would say a crew member.
yeah.
I would definitely say crew member.
I would be happy to have that power though. Like I'm not even mad. Okay,
Hmm.
so we got the love. I don't know what fruit it's. The love fruit from Boa. She turns things to stone. People look at her. She turns to stone. I think she should.
Well, yeah, if they have the infatuation with her.
Yeah, which like everybody does except Luffy.
Well, yeah, because even like she did that to some Marines, and one of the admirals he like stabbed his hand, so then he wouldn't feel that. So then like he was fine, while his subordinates all turned to stone. So
Yeah,
I feel like that's a pretty that's a pretty like easy way to defeat it.
we put her in A tier because she even does it to girls
Because it's
too.
like, okay, well, I just don't have to like think about it or just put my mind off of it.
Yeah, because even well, if you have that
Eight,
resolve,
yeah, because it's like Luffy, he's just not interested. So if you're just not interested, like if you were gay, no problem.
but she even girls liked her. Like even girls are like, oh my gosh, she's like they're infatuated with her and she's able to use her power. But
Okay, well,
what
I mean,
is her power
if you're
though?
not infatuated though,
Um,
'cause that's what it seems like. Like Luffy, he's not interested. So it's like anyone who's just not interested, then it's like, okay,
mhm.
now what?
let me look up her power real quick because what does she do? Like, what is her? Because I know the infatuation part is because of her beauty, but what does her devil fruit give her? Let me look this up real quick because we have to put her in at least
Well, I
warlord.
think it's like she can turn people to stone, but I think it's like she uses her beauty as a distraction, I want to say. Because I think during the war, she was like hitting a bunch of people who weren't even like fighting her or whatever. Yeah, no, yeah. Because like she hit like a group of Marines and they're like, what the heck? You're on our side. What are you doing? And then she's like, oh, I'm only on the side of Luffy. So it's like kind of like, yeah, they weren't even like focused on her,
Mhm.
but they just happened to get hit by her. So then part of them got turned to stone. So I think it's like she turns people to stone.
Yeah, this allows her to
Something like that.
petrify people into stone statues. So as long as they feel attraction to her, she can turn people to stone by hitting them with any type of power, be it physically or
Mm.
anything. So yeah, so she turns people to stone if they think she's pretty.
Okay.
So I'll put that in B. I think deserves warlord still.
I think I get Warlord, but I just feel like that's a pretty like easy to okay, just don't, feel attracted to her. I
Yeah,
don't know, it's just like, okay, well, that's fine.
yeah, that's
Because it's not like you can't look at her. It's like she has to use her power against you, and then you'll be turned to stone.
right.
So,
Okay. Bon Clay, he can turn himself into whoever. I think it's. I like him,
hmm
but his power. If you really want to get deep into it, he can turn into anybody, and sure, that could be super high up there. Well, I think he could be a B, just based on he can become whoever. But I would want to put him more in C because he doesn't really use it
yeah,
to the ability it could be used.
no, well, because like, okay, but I think it's like, but just like physically though, like you just have the appearance, but I don't think it's like, yeah, you can have their physical strength and all that. I don't know.
Right? No, yeah, it's nothing. It's only their physical like appearance.
Yeah, because then it's like, okay, well, let's say, oh, he turns into some high important person, and then a high important pirate's like, oh, well, I'm gonna beat you up now. It's like, oh, well, it's actually some other guy, so then he dies. It's kind of just like, it's like if you're like a spy type, kind of like the invisible guy, like if you're like in CP whatever,
Hmm.
that would be super useful. But outside of that,
It's like, oh, what's the point?
yeah, it's like you'd have to be like some type of assassin or like shadow group pirate, whatever.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we got Brook. He has the live forever, live forever devil fruit. He it was in better hands or if in a person who wasn't such a silly guy, he could be super high.
I
I think he
I
has the
don't I mean he
potential.
did go up against Big Mom one on one.
Hmm.
And so it's like I was super impressed by that because I did not think he would even ever try that. So like that was impressive. And like he was able to like she has the soul fruit and he sucked out the souls of like the lower tier guards and all that. But just like her own, like the like Prometheus and Zeus and Napoleon, like the guys who were with her, he couldn't do that. So I feel like potentially if you got stronger, yeah, but it kind of just feels like only against Big Mom that would work against. Besides, like, yeah, having another life, but because it's like, is it forever or it's like, oh, you just have another life, and if you die now, then it's like you're done.
Well, he can't die, can he? Or he can't grow old and die. Like I think he can die, right? Man, we're not good One Piece fans.
I don't know, well, because it's like when he was, human or when he was alive, I guess, it's like when they were playing the music, when the guys asked him like, "Oh, so is your fruit gonna activate now?" He's like, "Well, I don't know. I haven't died yet, so we'll see." And then, he died and then his fruit activated. So I don't know if it's like,
Let me see.
I don't know. I'm still feeling C with Brooke with that fruit. Just because that, okay, yeah, you live another life or whatever.
Mhm.
I don't know. I just can't see that like a warlord.
Okay, so it says the Yomi Yomi no Mi Paramecia, which enhances the user's soul to the point where they resurrect after their first death, allowing them to live a second time and to use several other soul-based abilities, making the user a reviving human. So I think it's just one time, but
Mm,
like you stay alive until you die again.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm,
Mm, yeah. I get. Yeah, I just C. I think he's a higher C though.
mm-hmm.
Okay. So Khalifa, whatever, from CP9.
Yeah, throw into a C, dude.
Okay, she can clean. I was reading about her. She has the bubbles, whatever, but she can clean like the strength from her opponents. But yeah,
Yeah, but she has to touch you though.
yeah, like or if they touch you or whatever. But and
Yeah.
she can be if there's some water, she can like it'll negate her power. So she's trash.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
So we got the Hera Hera fruit, fire from Ace and Sabo.
Hmm.
I think he could be A.
Oh yeah, no, definitely A. No,
Okay.
yeah, definitely A. Yeah, like no, there's no doubt. I was thinking more like S of like, oh, could he be S? But I'm like, I don't think.
I think you can find more uses for fire than okay, because we all like these two. Obviously, Akainu's version is more powerful, but I think you can use Ace's version for a lot more things than Magma. Like
Yeah, and I feel
Magma,
like yeah,
you just want to destroy crap. I think with fire, you can build things, you can cook things, you can destroy things if you wanted to. Obviously, so I think there's a lot more uses for his power
yeah.
all around.
Yeah, like yeah, if we were just going based off of destructive power, then yeah, totally. Um, but it's like, I mean, because like fire is, I mean, like that's pretty destructive. So it's like, yeah, definitely A for like destructive, but also like all around, it is pretty, it is something else. Um, and then even like mobility too. Because like yeah, he's a Logia, but like he's like a faster Logia than like Ice. I mean, like he can fly and he can do all that type of stuff.
Mhm.
Whereas like Ilkiji, he can't. So it's kind of like he's stuck to the ground. Like he can go on water and be fine because he's ice.
Dang, we gonna put him in
Uh,
S?
who?
Ace?
Ace? Uh,
Like who would be put in S? I'm
get,
trying to
well,
think of like I think Fujitora would be S. But who would you put in S? Because we haven't put in anyone in
well,
S
let's
yet.
no, let's get there though. Let's get there. We'll get there.
I want to. I think he's highest A, low S, or an S.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think he's higher than Aokiji. I feel like if they were to fight, then definitely Ace would win, just because again he's fire.
Mhm.
Or I feel like more like the fruit would win. Um, I don't know how it would be like. I don't know what that fruit would be like awaken. You know,
Dang, yeah, for real.
because it's like that's just on a whole new level. Um, dang.
That's a hard one because I think I think there's definitely more uses. But it's gonna look so weird to have him if Ace is higher than Akainu. That's just gonna look so weird.
No, he's not higher though. I mean, be because like yeah, I mean like how many people use their fruit to like cook, type of thing. Like usually it's like to actually like beat up people, become strong, all that. So it's like
That's true.
in the in the realm of One Piece, it's like usually it's for fighting purposes. So it's like just going based off of like the realm of One Piece, Akainu would definitely be higher than Ace. So I don't think Ace is S tier though.
Okay. I can't be mad at that.
No, I mean I think it's like yeah. I mean I feel like if Ace were to survive and Whitebeard would have like passed whatever, him or Marco would have been the next emperor.
Yeah, I can't be mad at that at all.
So
Okay. We'll put him in per status. We'll put him highest. Okay, we got Buffalo from
what does he do? Just fly or
he
something?
turns into a helicopter. I would do he's F, bro. He looks dumb. I would rather just be a regular person.
Honestly, yeah, because I mean, you could just skywalk and yeah, like I would just, yeah, I wouldn't want to turn into a helicopter.
Especially looking like this, dude.
No. Yeah, especially looking like that, dude. Yeah, no, I'm okay.
So we got I forget his name, but he's from one of the crocodiles guys. He can make things explode.
He uses it. Yeah, he uses it very poorly. I would say C. Just because like I think it's like whatever he touches though can explode. Because it's like you see him use his boogers, but that's because it's like he can just shoot it at people. But it's like you see him like he starts kicking Luffy and just like every kick it explodes. So it's like I think just whatever he touches type of thing it can explode. So
I think that's high C then, huh?
Yeah, no, because that's pretty I mean destructive and pretty like yeah, so like he definitely uses it very poorly, but I think if you were to like actually like train and get stronger, it has more potential.
Yeah, definitely. So we got Captain Buggy from the Buggy Pirates. He's already a warlord.
Okay.
But he can detach himself. He can't get hurt by swords.
Okay.
And in One Piece, that's pretty impressive. Everyone has a sword, so I think he's B. I don't like, but I like Buggy, but his
what the B?
Because like okay, he can.
But okay, yeah, okay. But like, swords are very common, but so are guns. So it's like you just get shot up. Then it's like, oh, my sword isn't working. Bam, bam. Now you're dead. It just feels too much of like a. I don't know. For me, that's throw to the C because I would not want that at all.
Dang.
And like I honestly feel like they threw like the creators threw in Buggy as like a gimmicky like, oh yeah, he's this pirate who his power's stupid, he's stupid, but somehow he gets to be a warlord. It's just like something dumb type of thing.
It is true.
It's like it's just like I just because like yeah, I just like from what you see he easily gets outsmarted. He doesn't really do a whole lot with it. It's like
that's so sad. I don't know if I put in an F.
Dude, I would if I had my book and I found what fruit is this and it was whatever his fruit was, I would just toss it back in.
I'm trying to think if I'm the captain and I have my crew, I would want these people on my crew for sure. And then there's Buggy. I wouldn't want him in my crew.
No, dude, that's what I'm saying.
His power
I would not want that dude in my crew.
That's true. I can't be mad at that. Good point.
Like I don't even care if it was like he was just super smart and like he knew how to use his fruit. It's like, dude, not my crew.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, he's the lowest one. I think he's higher because at least you can.
Yeah, like I'd rather be a helicopter than have Buggy.
You can ride him at least.
Yeah, I could fly and all that.
That's pretty funny. Okay, I thought that's pretty good. Okay, that's so sad. Okay, I love this guy's power. The candy guy. I think he's a B.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because it's.
I think he's high B too. I think he's better than this guy, than Bartholomew. What he does with it.
Yeah.
He's so.
Oh yeah, because he's not very. It's not like he's shown, or it's not like not so much he doesn't use it a lot. It's just more so like. Because he has like 700 million. That's his bounty. Yeah, so I feel like for what we see of it, yeah, that's definitely deserving of that. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like it's definitely a that's definitely a good one. And then I feel like I don't know if his was awakened.
I don't think
I
so.
don't know,
No.
but I feel like awakened. It's like, yeah, that'd be more strong. So
Mhm.
yeah, I think warlord status would do good.
Yeah, I think he's higher than Hawkins. Okay, Caesar Clown. On it. Okay, before you say Caesar, I'm putting an S, and this, or I would put him an S because his power is ridiculous. What he can do with the gases, he can do any gas, or he can manipulate, or whatever he does is gas, because he can make things explode. He can take things. He can take the air out of you. He can do so much stuff. He can fly. The only reason he's not better is because the show. I think he has an extremely. You can't hurt him. What are you gonna do? You can't touch
No,
gas.
if you have hockey,
Well, yeah, but like
because he's the Logia. So it's
okay,
like if
yeah,
you have
okay,
hockey,
that's right. But like, there's no drawbacks with like anyone else's devil fruit that could hurt him. Of course, with
a
hockey,
fan.
but he just blow somewhere else. Like, I think he's
Well, yeah, as
S.
long as you have it toward, like as long as you have it blowing towards him, it's fine. It's like, okay,
He
whatever.
is so powerful. Like he can, because everyone is humans. They all need air. He takes the air out of you. It's over. You literally cannot fix that, even if you are Logia, because you need air. I think he's S. He could definitely be S. His power could definitely be S. He's better than Ace with his power. Aoki, like he has no dropbacks. Like, what is his dropback? Fire can't hurt him. Ice can't hurt him. Like, punching
Well,
can't hurt
okay,
him. Like, what's shooting him won't hurt
yeah,
him.
but
You can't control gravity. It's gas. So it's like, how are you gonna get him?
okay, well, okay, but the thing is, like, okay, yeah, he's gas, but it's like, it's just like, yeah, I don't know. I have to think of that one. I mean, I would definitely say like A, but S, ruler of the sea for being gas.
That's one of the mate. That's one of the three things that something can be: a water, a liquid, or a solid. So he's one of those things. He's one of reality. Like he can literally take the air out of everyone here easily. He did that with the crew, and the only reason he didn't kill him is because they the show.
Did he really do that?
Yeah, you don't remember at Punk Hazard when he took the air out of like I think it was Smoker, and they couldn't breathe because he was just taking all the air out. He put like
No, I don't
a
remember.
gas or something that made him that you can't breathe.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's why I was like, bro, he's S. Like just on that part of his power alone.
Hmm. Uh, yeah, I mean, then yeah, I guess I would agree with that. Then
Yeah, yeah,
he's definitely not the first S, but yeah,
yeah. We can move him around, but I don't know who's going to beat him. Well, I guess some people could beat him, but
no, you can beat him. It's just
oh,
he's definitely
not like
hard.
beat him like physically. I mean like beat him on the list. There are some other people I could put in S, but
Well, I mean, beat him both ways, but anyway.
mhm. Chopper, he ate the human fruit or whatever to turn him into a
See,
human.
let's see.
Yeah, he's a C. I I think the only
He
reason
is pretty well rounded. I mean, he turns into the monster. He turns into kung fu. He turns into defense. So it's like,
I think because we've seen him awakened, he should be high C. Because awakened, he's so much powerful than all these people.
yeah.
So, but yeah, I think he's a
Crack-
C. Cracker,
crack-
he's pretty
He's
legit.
definitely B. He's definitely
Yeah,
B. And I am on the I would honestly say A, just because he is strong. He does take a crap of a beating. I mean, like yeah, he lost to Luffy, and you could say, oh, pretty easily. It's like, well, when you get sent through buildings and mountains and all kinds of stuff, yeah, you're gonna get knocked out.
but his
So it's
power
like
though. What about his power?
his power, okay, for one on scale, because like, even like Luffy had a hard time beating one, until he switched to fourth gear. Then he could crush them easily, and with the help of like Nami's rain thing. So it's like you needed to soften them up,
I could
and
put
he
him
could
in A.
just kept mass producing them. So it's like, yeah, definitely A. I would say more than the girl, because it's like he had a strong fruit, he made it stronger, and then he put. Did he put hockey?
I
I
don't.
think he did
Yeah, I don't
on
remember.
his attacks. So then it's like, yeah, he just had an army of like nearly indestructible people.
Yeah,
So it's
like I
like,
think he's the only one that creates something that can fight for him that are extremely powerful. So
yeah.
that's pretty impressive. Like that could be. He doesn't even need a crew. He has his crew with him,
Yeah,
and he
he has
makes them
himself.
so fast. That's what's crazy too.
Yeah.
He just claps and he makes a whole structure that can take on Luffy for a long time. Like that, there was like 12 episodes of him fighting.
Well, yeah, until he switched to fourth gear for some stupid. It's like at this point, they do just switch to fourth gear first, dude. Like, come on now, just take him out. But yeah, no, yeah. So it's like, yeah,
Yeah,
I would definitely be A.
yeah, I agree. We got the crocodile sand fruit. I
I
think
feel his power overall is not bad. He's definitely B for me.
mm,
It's just he doesn't use it to the full potential. And I feel like, okay, to an extent, I honestly feel like early in the show they don't, maybe due to budget or something, but they don't, it seems like they don't really like go all out in people's powers, especially Logia's,
mm.
until like later in the show.
Yeah, it's very basic with what he did. Like it
Yeah,
wasn't.
so that's why like I feel like with Sand, especially it's like, I mean, I don't know if it really contributed, but like he was in a desert, which is just sand. So it's kind of like you would think he'd be super strong there. Um yeah, I just feel like, yeah, B I feel like would be good because there is more potential to grow, especially if you awaken it.
Mhm.
Um but yeah, I just feel like in and of itself, it's B. It's not A because like Flame could just
Oh yeah,
burn him till
yeah.
he's
He's
glass type of thing. So
glass.
it's kind
Yeah.
of like, but yeah, I feel like B would be fine.
So we got the diamond dude. Oopsies. The diamond guy from.
So
What do you think?
because it's diamond, um honestly, it's like he was able to hit Logia types. Well, okay. I because it almost seems like his fruit, like being diamond and having like Hardiment hockey, they're almost like the same thing. Because he was able to make Aokiji bleed by ramming into him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like he's just, he's diamond. So I feel like I don't know, because I feel like B because of like it's just defensively and offensively and he's just strong. Like you see him just break ice and lift it up as if it's nothing and throw it at people,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a huge, mountain size almost. So it's like,
Dan, I think he might be super high up here. I think he's the highest B for defense
yeah,
and defense and attack.
yeah. So I feel like, yeah, because I mean he easily deflected Millhawk's sword slash whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that was easy for him. And yeah, then he totally just rammed
Well,
Aokiji.
why wouldn't he be an A then? Like, what's the drawback? Why would these people?
No, I'm because I think like mobility wise, I'm trying to like think of like, okay, what, because I feel like honestly he would be A because it's like, I mean, you turn into diamond and it's like he himself, I mean, I feel like he shows it off pretty well to get a pretty like, I don't know if you can turn all of your body into diamond because it seems like maybe it's half or like all of or something like that, or like 3/4 of your body you can at one time. But either way, it's like I feel like I think his name's Juzo or something.
Mm-hmm.
He shows it off like pretty well of what you can do with his fruit. So I feel like personally it'd actually be A just because
Yeah,
it's
I'm
like,
down to put him low A because I think
Because I feel like, I mean, I don't, yeah. Because I feel like with, he'd be able to break Candy Guy's stuff easily.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't feel like he would get infatuated by Hancock
Yeah.
from his personality, from what you see. So it's like, yeah. And then like everyone else, I just don't see them breaking Diamond.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah. I can't argue with that. So we got the door guy. He's cool. His power is so cool looking back at it. He goes into like another dimension and he can open doors.
yeah, I just don't even remember him, honestly. Like I remember who he is, but it's like I don't remember like I forgot he even had a power.
mhm. I think he's just, but there's no, he's good at hiding. Like if that's his power, like he can go in a dimension, but he
I
can,
feel like
I think he's a high C.
yeah, I was gonna say I feel like crewmate again because I feel like he's kind of giving me the same vibes of like you can get in and out of situations,
Mhm.
but just like
But you're not conquering the world with that power.
yeah, you're not gonna conquer the world with it, or you're not gonna be an emperor with that.
Yeah.
Warlord, uh,
I don't I don't think so.
if you were like some smart strategist and hid an army away in your dimension and then just unleashed it on someone type of thing, then maybe. But it's like, but still, it's kind of just like, the power in and of itself, I feel like it's crew member.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't argue. Okay, we got a popular fan favorite, Luffy.
Hey,
Why?
so from the extent of what you see him do with it, the mobility of it, the it's rubber. So because I feel like he can take more damage than most people because he's rubber. Because I was, as people were like, man, it always seems like he can take a punch. But then I was thinking, like, he's rubber. He can absorb more.
Mhm.
So I feel like, I mean, like, you look at a tire that's rubber and you hit it with a hammer, it just bounces back and it hits you pretty much. So it's like, yeah, it makes sense why he can take such a beating is because he's rubber. So it's like, defensively speaking, you can take a beating. Mobility wise, I mean, yeah, you can move fast. I mean, like what he does with second gear, and then even like fourth, he can like kind of take off like a rocket.
Mhm.
Um, and then yeah, then like everything else would be like to your own personal, like how much you train your body and all that. Because like again, he shows that he's pretty strong. You know,
So we should put, I'm
um,
like, yeah.
yeah, I
I might
yeah,
I might even put him higher, dude. Cuz
because
it
I'm thinking honestly, I'm thinking higher, just because it's like
yeah.
because he
I think he's a top A.
yeah, because I feel like who else has he? He hasn't gone against
But his power,
maybe
and
admirals,
and
but
he's
his
still
power in
in itself, his power, like of course Luffy made the power because at the
oh
beginning when he
yeah,
first had it, it was crap. But he's the one that showed you what it can really do, like, and what it can become. So I think
yeah.
he's definitely, he has the speed, he has everything. Like I think it's better than all these. As much as I like fire and ice and these, I think his power is just, yeah. Like
Well,
he
to
uses
an
it
extent, to an extent.
well for what we've seen. Like I think
Yeah,
that's,
well, I'm just saying from what we see, just because it's like he is the main character, so I feel like yeah, you're going to see more of him. But yeah, I see what you're saying still though.
mhm, dang. I
But
honestly, when you before you start talking, I was thinking B because like gum
oh,
fruit,
geez,
but then I was like, oh wait, what he does do with it is pretty crazy.
no, yeah, I mean like I would have never
Hello.
thought of like
Oh.
having rubber, but it's like when you see like fourth gear and then spit. I like Snake Man. That was awesome when he showed that out and like whenever he fires his fist and then each turn it just goes faster. I'm like, dude, that is destructive power right there. Especially when you get hit, especially when there's King Cobra. I'm like, dude, that is something else. Because like I was looking back at the fight and when he's like unleashes King Cobra, I didn't realize that he launches his fist because I thought it was like just a straight shot to Katakuri. I'm like, oh, okay, well that's kind of cool. But it's like you see his arm like fly forward, and then all of a sudden you just see like in the back of him, and then fire front again, and you hear like these like sonic booms like multiple times in quick succession. I'm like, oh dude, he just like launched his fist super fast. I'm like, oh my. So like no wonder Stinking even Katakuri got knocked out by that, because it's like, dude, because he's like he is like King Cobra, and all you hear is like, and then you see his fist launch. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's crazy. So yeah, no, that's why I think A.
Mm-hmm. What would bump him to S? I think there's still like,
because
when you can,
I feel like with
I think like with
his no good.
Yeah, like I don't know, like for S tier, like obviously in the show, I think he could become S, like based off his power and what he does with it. But I, I don't know, like when you can be touched still, and there's still drawbacks to his ability and the gum gum fruit. Like it's still obviously can get hot, like you can burn him, you can freeze him, like he got frozen before. So like I don't think he.
Well, because I
Yeah.
mean, you can freeze gases.
Not if he takes the air out of you.
Well, yeah, but it's like you hold your breath, or it's like it's one of those like, yeah, but still, I mean, like honestly, like Aokiji, it's like if you get so cold, like below zero, like way below zero, to where it's just like, you can freeze. That's what makes it hard, type of thing. So it's um what's it called, like frozen ice, like I think it's like hydrogen or something like that, where it's like hydrogen, but it's super cold. So then it's like it's a solid. So it's like, yeah, you can freeze gas, but yeah, no, but yeah. So I'm thinking, yeah, I think he's definitely high A. Um, the thing that would make it S for me, at least, is if like he awakened his fruit and it was something like Katakuri, where he just had like multiple arms everywhere, type of thing, or just stuff like that, where he was just able to like make everything his domain and like bounce off of buildings super fast, or just something like that, where it's like, yeah, then he'd be like unstoppable. But
Yeah. Okay. So we got Drake, who has the Zoan fruit of the ancient
it's a
Zoan,
T-Rex, right?
Allosaurus. I thought it was T
Oh
Rex.
wow.
It's an Allosaurus, so it's not as powerful.
Oh my, oh, that's boring. um I don't know, I've only seen him once, and he got beat up by the Light Admiral, so I don't know.
Yeah, he's he comes out again. He's a B. I think he's a high B because he's a stick dinosaur who could become a hybrid too. I don't think he's more any powerful than these guys.
Oh yeah, okay.
And he's
Yeah.
more powerful than Hawkins.
Even Candy guy? Even Candy?
Yeah, he would destroy his candy.
Okay.
He's destructive. Like mobility wise, creativity wise, no, he can't do a lot. He just turns into a T-Rex. He turns into an animal. So I guess I think Candy Guy's a little more. Yeah, I think he could beat any of these people, except that's gonna be kind of hard to beat him, unless you're wet. Well, he has hockey, so yeah, I think he's top. I think he's top B.
Okay. That's fine. I haven't. The only thing is like,
I think Hawkins is more powerful.
Some person was telling Luffy that he came and destroyed like a little town in Wamo. So that's all I know about him.
Okay, yeah, yeah, he comes in around. The Falcon guy from Alabasta. He's a crew member.
Yeah, because I can't really. Yeah, I mean, of course, from what you see of him, but also like, yeah, I would. Yeah, we can move on.
Okay, the Frost guy. I wouldn't want the power, but it is something that could be useful.
Okay, so
like, what are you going to use him for?
I would say crew member. What?
Like, what are you going to use him for? Like, what do you need him for? Like, why would I have him on my crew? For what? Like,
so the power itself. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to like, okay, like he was able to make it super hot to where like it burns or whatever.
But look at him.
Yeah, I would honestly want to kill myself if I had that fruit. Like,
this sucks.
I'm like, nah.
I think Bucky has a better power than him. I wouldn't want him on my crew.
Yeah.
He looks like a mess. It looks like a mess, bro.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's
That's
true.
funny. So we got
S tier. S tier.
Fujitora, bro.
Just shoot him straight up there, dude. Straight up. Okay. I'll be totally honest. I'm kind of disappointed in One Piece because like gravity. It's like I was like, dude, when like it was like said that that's his power, I was like, dude, that is something because like it's gravity and he launches meteors from outer space. Come on, seriously.
For real.
It's like for me, it's like that's on the levels of like Whitebeard, honestly.
He's God status, bro. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I agree with you. Like his power could be so much more crazy. But I wonder this too, because when you look at his character though, he's not this power hungry, mad titan of a person. He wants to, he cares about people. So I wonder if he's been holding back with things, like even in his character. Because honestly, yeah, he's bringing meteors from the outer space. Like he could destroy the world. He could destroy the world
Yeah.
if he really wanted to. But I think
That's true.
I think he is holding back because his whole demeanor, he's always holding back with stuff.
That's true. Cause like, yeah, cause even like things like him, Law, and Doflamingo, and it's like he was just like, well, I can't touch Doflamingo because he's a warlord. I have to get Law, and they're obviously standing in my way. So he's like, well, all right, yeah. Because I remember like when he sneaking launches a meteor, Law was like, oh crap, and even Doflamingo was like, oh crap, because it's like
Yeah.
it's a meteor. So it's like, yeah, yeah, because
I hope we see more of him. He's
yeah,
so
I mean,
cool.
it's gravity. Yeah, dude, I would love to see more of him. But yeah, I do definitely think that he doesn't unleash his full potential. But because yeah, he is a good admiral, and he is like an actual like he wants justice for everyone.
Mm.
Because I mean, you could tell he hates Akainu, like he hates him. So it's like that'd be cool if they fought, because like and he beats up Akainu, and I'd be totally satisfied with that. But
yeah,
so
he's such a cool dude. Cool. So we got another. I think she's a vice admiral, or I don't know what admiral tier she is.
yeah, well,
but
more like throw through the streets, dude.
She's a good crew member. Like that's
Yeah, it's just I would definitely not want that.
yeah. I'll put her the lowest because
Yeah, that's the lowest.
her
Definitely.
power. It's good for what she does. Like
Yeah.
but not on my crew, bro.
Yeah. No, yeah, you can be on someone else's.
The genie dude. He sucks, bro. I hate his power.
Okay, well, I would
not
I would
want
say
that.
crew member too. Honestly speaking, I would say crew member because it's like, yeah, it's a genie, and you can't, not so much you can't hurt. I mean, it's like if you're fast enough to get through the guy or through the genie, then you could hit him. But it's like the genie is somewhat fast, so it's like I don't know. But it's like it's one of those like if you just take him out, you'll take the genie out, so that's fine. So
crew member.
yeah, he's definitely a low crew member. Funny enough, it's funny because he's like one of the highest in.
Yeah, he's one of the sweet commanders, I think.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's not. Oh,
no.
What?
There was 4, and then Cracker he got beat up. So then there was 2, and that was Katakuri and Smoothie.
Yeah, I think her.
So he was just one of the brothers.
I'm moving her around because I see what her power can do is quite impressive.
Mhm.
Like it's not down here. Like she can lock people up, and let's say like she has like awaken. No, maybe not awakened, but like she makes it more strong.
Yeah.
Like you can't break out of it. Like that's impressive. Like that's
Yeah.
pretty. I think that's pretty high for what she can do. That's insane. Okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'll put her high because she doesn't need anybody to do that. Like this guy needs something. Okay, so we got Golden Buddha.
The Jade Buddha.
He's A, bro.
Really? Yeah, it's just you don't really see him do anything with it. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like I want to know like the actual capabilities of it. Because I mean, it's obviously like, dang, I mean, he's like turns into a huge golden Buddha that just seems to have like destructive power type of thing.
Mhm.
But
I
don't know.
remember
I don't know what
him and Roger. Those were the 2 top dogs back in the day. Like they were going against Roger, so he was extremely powerful, and he was the fleet. He was the top admiral. So I think he's like right behind. He probably honest. If I knew more about him, he'd probably be above Luffy. But His that
Well,
it has to be above Luffy.
yeah,
He's too
no,
powerful.
because it's like you can't ignore the fact that he went against Rock.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I mean, if he was
Honestly,
even a
he could beat
high,
S.
yeah, I just don't know like the scope of it. So it's like okay, because it's like yeah, like Fujitora, yeah, he would definitely be like like in the golden era, like he would definitely be like one of the big admirals in the heyday type of thing.
Hmm.
So it's like yeah, I could see. Yeah, I'm just trying to because like he doesn't.
Okay, like when you think about when they're at, what was it called, Marineford?
Yeah, when they're at the
So
war in
he
Marineford.
didn't show up until all the admirals were done, and then he shows up.
Well, because he was with Ace on the platform.
Yeah, but the fact that he let the other ones go, he let Akainu, Aokiji, and Kizaru do
Kizaru.
do their thing, and then he
Yeah,
came
that's
in
true.
later. That just shows that he's like, and then he held back Garp because it's like, no, this guy's on a different level. I wish I seen him
That's
more though.
true.
He's
Yeah,
on a different level.
honestly, because yeah, he held back up, and when I think it's like Blackbeard was trying to do something that he even like went against Blackbeard when he had the Quake Fruit. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Dang,
yeah, that'd be so. I did want to see him more. I did want to see like him and Whitebeard or something like that go at it, but
for real.
oh well.
So we got this chick.
Ghost, yeah,
What are her
dude, just
powers?
throw it in the
Yeah,
street. I
I
don't
don't
even
care
know.
about
Throw it
her
in the
thing.
street, dude. Just throw it.
Ivanko. This person, yeah, they're devil fruit. He, she. I don't know what to call them. they're. I think they're B because she can heal. She can change your genetics. What else can she do?
He,
He.
um, yeah, I mean, he has a death wink, but I don't know what that's even from. So it's like,
I don't think that's his
I don't,
power. I think that's
I
hockey.
don't think, yeah, that would make more sense. Um, but yeah, I don't know, because like it's just like his power, he has to like actually touch you and all that. So it's like,
Yeah, I think they're B for sure. I think they're better than. I'll put a high B because they're,
yeah,
yeah.
okay, that's
I'll
fair,
put a
that's
high
fair.
B.
Yeah, that's fair, that's fair.
High B. Yeah. Ooh, Jack Mammoth. Bro, he is
Mammoth.
so powerful. His devil fruit is so powerful. Holy moly! All those
So I mean,
ancient
obviously,
ones are
I haven't.
powerful.
Which that's pretty cool. I don't know what he I haven't seen too much of him. When he's seen like when he attacks zone.
Okay,
Um
that's pretty much all. Yeah, that's all you need to
yeah,
know.
but sometimes like you just see more though. So it's like yeah. Um
I'll put
I
him.
don't know. What are you thinking? Like high B or low A or
I
what?
would put him. I would like to. I don't know what their power difference is. He was just so destructive and then he got hit by the whale. I mean, hit by the whale, the elephant, and he still
Yeah.
survived. Like, I don't know if that's due to his power or just due to him, but I would put him like low A, just based because he's more strong than this dude. Just
Mm-hmm.
by he's a friggin' mammoth. he could destroy.
Yeah,
He could
no, yeah.
destroy anybody here just based on power. I think he's a low A. I would put him. I would put. I don't know. I think he should be lower.
Mm,
Eh, like that.
because I feel like he's a bit more than the girl though. Because like again, like she needs people, whereas he has himself to create an army.
Yeah.
So
I think. Do you think Diamond Guy? These guys should be higher. Cracker's
well because
strong.
like
Cracker is really strong. I think that's good right there.
yeah. I mean, do you think like Jack would be able to like tear through Cracker's army or
Most definitely.
okay? Because like I'm just from his image, I'm like him being a mammoth and being like Jack, it just seems like he would be able to.
Yeah.
And he's with Kaido, so it's kind of
Yeah.
like yeah, it makes sense if
Those zoning types are
dang
so strong. Just on brute
dang
strength. That's their thing. Like
yeah
all the
that
zones are a brute strength. That's what they don't
oof
they're all brute strength.
dang that would be, I don't know that zone would be pretty cool honestly to have, especially if you had like like mammoth or something. That's
Yeah,
a pretty
Mammoth
cool one. I
is
want to see more of him.
yeah. We got Juice. Sweet what are her names? I forget her name.
Smoothie.
Smoothie. I don't get her power, dude. What is her power? Just like squeezing the life out of people.
It's Yeah, but it's like one of those like I would hate to have it. Just throw in the sea, dude. Honestly, and it's like for one, you well the thing is too is that you don't even see her really do a whole lot with
Mm-mm.
it besides like squeeze a few people. But even then, it's like it's
Yeah.
pretty garbo.
When
So
she does do her power, it's not even her power. It's like her hockey, whatever you want to call it. Her sword attack. It wasn't even her devil fruit.
well, cause I don't know, cause she had her sword. She would like stab people, suck out their energy, which was her power, and then she would unleash it. So I don't know if it's
Oh
like
dang,
that's like
that's pretty.
from her immense power strength, but then it's like, but you need people though, and then again, it's like, and then you're just gonna like, but you need a lot of them because it's like she kept doing it until like her whole crew was gone because she kept missing too. So it's kind of just like, yeah, unless you have an endless supply of just people, you're kind of
Yeah.
and then you need to touch the other your enemy to in order to defeat him. So it's kind of just like, I would hate to have that honestly.
Yeah.
She's pretty though.
Yeah, she is. Those long legs. Okay. We got Kaido singing dragon, bro.
So for me, just because he's a dragon,
Oof.
he's either A or S. Honestly,
Yeah.
honestly, I'm gonna say S. Like I haven't seen him, but he's a dragon and he's the strongest creature in the world. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, he can't kill himself and he wants to die from what I've seen. So
Mhm.
it's like, okay, if he, yeah,
Yeah. Then we got
he
Katakuri.
look. I really want to see more of him though. Like I haven't
Hokkaido?
seen, but like, yeah,
Yeah. I want to see more. Yeah. Yeah, he's such a cool his power is ridiculous. Have you seen you're at Wano, right?
yeah.
And did you see Luffy when you fought
He
him?
hasn't. No, nothing has happened yet. Nothing big.
Oh, so you just showed up at Wano. You haven't.
Yeah, I know he does fight him, but
Okay.
um,
Yeah, he's
yeah,
an S then. He's an S. Okay, cool.
yeah.
He might be super high. He's a high S. Well, we'll
Well,
leave him
my
there.
own
We'll
thing
leave
is
him there.
like he was an emperor, but he was never like no one ever said oh yeah he was the king, even though he is a pirate.
Mhm.
So that's why it's like okay, well how strong was like Sengoku?
Sengoku.
No,
Yeah, him. Yeah.
okay, Sengoku or like Roger for that matter, because I mean he's a stinking dragon.
Mhm.
So it's kind of just like I wonder how strong those guys are then. So
Yeah.
I don't know,
We got your
but
boy Katakuri, dude.
a duh.
Is he? Would he be
Obviously.
above Luffy?
Honestly,
Well,
I
he had awakening,
honestly,
so
if
I
he
think you have
well,
to.
like yeah, he had awakened, and he also like he stinging stabbed himself in the stomach, like, and he was beating up on Luffy the
And he
whole
still is
time,
fighting him. Yeah.
and he was still yeah. So it's kind of just like okay, and he got up again, so it's kind of just like okay,
Well,
he's
his
obviously
power is rubber, but just a better version. Like they're the same
yeah.
people. He just has the better version because it's like the same exact thing.
Yeah, and he was just better in every
Yeah, in
way
every
than
way.
Luffy anyway. Because like his hockey was stronger. He had the observe hockey that he could tell the future basically. And yeah, he was just faster and he was yeah. So it's just like yeah, he was just better all around. But as a fruit though, that's one thing I do love. It's like it's dough. It's like oh he's a donut. Oh okay whatever. But then you look at what he does and it's like yeah he definitely made the fruit. So it's just like yeah
Mhm.
definitely yeah definitely a big one.
Now that I think about it, Drake is super cool. He's a dinosaur, but these guys are better than him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he has offensive capabilities, but he ain't defending nobody. Like Bartholomew got you. He can get you. He can just kill you because he put the dolls on you. He has yeah. I think that's a little more fair.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we got the girl who can make her super heavy or super light. Trash.
Okay.
He's
Yeah,
just
so, like,
trash, bro.
yeah, okay.
Um,
Next.
Kinemon, he can make things into whatever. He sucks, bro. Like he's cool, great samurai, but his devil fruit stinks. Hello?
Hmm.
Can you hear me? Oh,
Um,
can you hear me?
I was unaware that he had one.
Yeah, you saw him at Punk Hazard.
What was it? I forgot.
He can like yeah, you saw him use his devil fruit. He can like make he takes an object, like any object, and he can make it into something else. he does it for clothes mostly. Like that's what you saw him do in Punk Hazard, and that's what he's used it for ever since. Like you don't see him.
Well, if I forgot about it, then it must be pretty trash. Because I'm like,
He can make some nice drip though, so he's super. I think he's high F just for the drip.
all right.
So this is who is this?
The Raven guy. Where is that?
Oh, he's a pterodactyl.
Oh, okay.
Who? This is.
I don't know.
Jack. This is Jack. He Kaido pirate. He's. You.
His name's Jack too.
Oh no, his name is. What is his name? I forget his name. But he's the pterodactyl because they're all like Jack, Queen, Ace, King. Oh, King. That's his name, King.
Oh,
he's so cool looking. He's pretty up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's like right there. Yeah. Based on mobility, like would I rather have a pterodactyl? Yeah, I think he's hype B. He's somewhere right here. He's better than Drake. I think he's better than Hawkins. Yeah, I think that's a little more fair.
All right, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, he's cool. Okay. Kizaru.
So, okay, my thing is like with this, it's light. He's the speed of light. He has the power of light, which is like just beyond whatever. So that's why I'm just like, I'm interested in why they haven't shown more of him.
For real.
I feel like it's because he's so like chillax about everything. You just kind of like, it's whatever. I feel like, yeah, I definitely feel like his power is definitely up there because even like when, even when Big Mom and Kaido, they're like talking on the snail calm or whatever, and the Navy got it. Like Akainu and him were talking, and he was like, "Hey, do you want me to go over there and deal with it?" And I was pretty like, "Dang, bro, like, can he?"
Oh
like,
yeah. I remember.
Is he able to deal with it? Because like you haven't seen him ever like really do a whole lot. So I'm like, okay, but yeah, but again, he's light, so it's kind of just like, okay, potentially speaking, yeah. For me, it's like it's the limit. It's just sky's the limit. I'm just surprised on why we haven't seen more, but that's fine.
So you S?
I would say S, honestly.
Yeah, S should be 10. His power is ridiculous. Kuma, the pawpaw fruit.
I'm fine with Warlord, honestly.
I think he's a high Warlord then.
Yeah, I definitely think he's a high one though.
Trying to think, is he better than? He's not better than these. Not better than Ace. Well, in a way, but his power, the power he has. What is his power? He can like teleport.
So he can deflect sword attacks with his hands because it's a paw. So for some reason he can, like bounces off or something like that. And then,
you know what? Because
can like
go ahead.
I know like he does that whole thing with Zoro taking out his or Luffy taking out his energy and then all that.
I think that in itself.
And then he does have pretty yeah. I mean
that in itself is extremely powerful. That's OP. He can take the damage away and put it into like another. Like he can deflect damage from you. That's ridiculous. That's extremely. I think that's extremely A tier material.
Yeah, I mean like sword attacks, yeah. Then he has like where he just unleashes the I don't know, his paw blast or whatever. I don't know. Where that's pretty destructive. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just like yeah. I suppose A.
Yeah, I think he's a low A. I think he could be higher, but we don't see enough of him.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got this guy from Wano. Well, he's not from he's from Wano, but you've seen him before already.
Yeah. So throw him in the C, honestly, dude.
He can draw anything and comes to life. I think that's C tier. That's pretty legit. Like you can draw something and then it comes to life. I wouldn't want to throw that in C. I would put that I would put that in here. I put that like right there. Dude,
Yeah,
he can
whatever, dude.
draw anything. It comes to life. I would want that in my crew.
Yeah,
Man, your crew be.
you can obviously die in that crew then.
Oh
dude.
my goodness. No defensive capabilities. I'll put him
Nope.
lower. I'll put him. There we go. But he can definitely create and that's a cool power. That's a cool power.
Yeah, you say so.
Okay, let's go to a heavy hitter. We got Whitebeard.
S'd up. All right, next.
You
I
think
mean, again, it's the power to destroy the world. That's obviously S.
that's true? Is that what they said?
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, when you think Quake moving tectonic plates if he wants to, yeah, that's the world.
So yeah,
Like-
that's true.
It was like, yeah. I mean, when he grabs the air and pulls it, and then like everyone's like off balance, like yeah, because he just moved, to tectonic plates to move the sea, so that's why everyone's thrown off balance.
That's
So it's like,
true.
yeah, that's why that's why it's like, yeah. And then of course when he punches, yeah, it's just like, yeah, it's just
He's so
man.
freaking cool. Okay, let's go to Captain Kidd. I think
He's like
he's a B.
magnet. Or
Yeah,
whatever?
like he has magnetism. He's cool. Like I love his power. I think it's a high B, low A. Especially in the world of One
I feel
Piece
like-
when there's so much metal everywhere. Like, that's a great power to
yeah,
have.
that's what I was gonna say. Like there just has to be a supply of metal, then you're good.
I'll put him high B. What do you think?
Really, you think he's more than? I don't know, because like Candyman, he just seems like, I don't know. It's just
That's
like
true.
I don't know. I mean, like I don't mind if he's high, but it's just like I just don't feel like he's higher because again, like he just has the drawback of he just needs metal, and if there's no metal anywhere, then.
That is true.
But I'm just saying. But like again, though, it's like I mean, I think it's like you should. I think that okay. I feel like there should be the stipulation that whatever they need is there just to make it a fair fight type of thing.
Okay. Then he goes
So like
back up.
if there is a good supply of metal though, there.
I think I think the candy guy still. The candy guy was just too. This is a hard one. Is he better or not?
I just don't think he's better because it's like
Yeah.
Candy, he's able to like at will, whereas like he still needs like the metal to either come to him or whatever type of thing,
Mhm. But I think when he's juiced up and ready to go, he's so powerful. Worst generation. I'm gonna put him just a tick above him.
That's fine. I don't. That's fine because I know you see him more, but I haven't seen him yet, so that's fine.
Okay. So we got
Didn't he like lose the arm? I think it's like he lost the arm or something.
yeah. That's why he makes them. He makes a robot arm or
Wow.
metal arm. One of them, a Kainu. Dude, he's high A, low S. I would put him low
So
S.
I'll
What do you
say
say?
below. I'll say he's below Luffy because honestly, I feel like Luffy
Oh!
could take him. I feel like Luffy could take him. The way Luffy is going, I feel like they will fight. And even if they don't, I just feel like Luffy, where he's at, he could take him.
Dang.
Because he couldn't even touch Whitebeard, really. Like if Whitebeard went all out, he would yeah, like for the little bit that Whitebeard did go out on him, he just destroyed him, wrecked him. Katakuri, I feel like could totally wreck him. And yeah, he obviously destroyed Ace and
Okay.
Aokiji.
The one thing I have to say to defend my boy Aokiji is
Excuse
everything.
me?
He's so cool. He's such a cool villain. I love him. Like I
Defend your boy.
hate what he did, but he's evil. But when it comes to a freaking volcano, he was that powerful pre-time skip. You put time skip in, and then whatever upgrades he's done, you cannot tell me that they would just clap him easy. Like he is at least high A, low C. I mean low.
Yeah, I'll
low
put him
S.
high A, but it's like, I mean, I'll put him. I'll put him above Luffy.
I think he's better than Katakuri. Katakuri is still a lackey though. He's not even he's a fleet admiral. He's the
Because he
top,
doesn't want to be though. He doesn't want to be.
but he would melt Mochi. Like I think I think he's high A. I think he's the
Okay, well that's
highest.
the thing though about hockey and all that. It's like, yeah, he would melt anyone, but you have hockey and then now you have you stand a chance because he can't melt hockey. So it's like,
Yeah, and that's the thing that kind of sucks about hockey. It kind of puts an even playing field and everything. I didn't
well,
hate that they put that
that's
in,
good.
but when you think of a volcano, top admiral, he's the highest admiral, volcano powers, and then you have the top. Even if he was an emperor of Mochi, like it would have to be a volcano. It's a volcano. Like he literally can melt anything, even just the devil fruit itself, not the hockey, not the whatever training. We're talking about just the devil fruit itself. Like it would melt Mochi. Like that's high A, low S.
I think we'll just have to disagree on that one.
Well, I gotta put. I won't put him in S, but I have to put him in high A. Especially, yeah, it's a volcano. Like when we think of just because we're talking just devil fruit.
Well, okay, yeah, but it's like, yeah, but that's what we've done with everyone though. It's like just the devil fruit, but we also like, but the potential of everything's though. So it's like, yes, I see the potential in a volcano, obviously, but you can't ignore the potential that someone else showed with a simple mochi fruit. So that's what I'm talking about.
No, I get you. I hear you, but I just it like we did fire and ice. Like
Yeah,
fire would be ice. Like
yeah.
Mochi beat Luffy's rubber, but melt it's a volcano. Nothing stops volcano. What was the what was the top tier in Blox Fruit? The most powerful was was the magma just based on destructive power. And I think we haven't seen him yet, obviously, but I think he's A. And his
Yes,
potential,
technically speaking, yes, on Blox Fruit, the most damage. However, though, why does no one have it? Because it's slow as heck. And why does everyone want Doe, the one I have? Because you can because you can sting and wreck people because mobility, power, the speed, and just the skill of it as a whole, though. So that's why I'm saying Katakuri would beat him because of the mobility, the speed, skill involved, and so on and so forth. So it's like, yeah, because every time you see a Kanu, he's always slow as heck.
I
So
know,
it's like, yeah, destructive power wise, magma, yeah, just pure power, but we're also talking about mobility and the speed and all that too. So it's like,
right. No, I get, but
again, that's why I would say Katakuri.
no, I get it, but like I say, like if you had those two fruits in your hand and you ate one and I ate one, and I had magma and you had mochi,
Then I would beat your butt.
I'm gonna have to keep it there, man. That's the one I just cannot.
Wow,
I
now you're
can't.
using your Discord mod ship. All right, that's fine.
I can't. I can't put him lower than Katakuri. Katakuri,
Wow.
obviously, but you kept saying hockey and hockey and hockey. I didn't
Well,
say
because
hockey
it's
not one
like
time.
that's the thing though. It's like, well, that's what okay, then how come all the Logias are not, A and S tier then? How come Crocodile isn't an S tier, or A tier type of
Because he has
thing?
the dropbacks. When we think about this list, who could beat
And
Akainu?
okay, dude, you splash some water on him so much so where it's like, yeah, he just turns into rock now. Because that's what happens when you put water on magma, boom. And where are they? They're in the middle of the ocean.
But none of them can fight on the water. Well, they can, but they're not going to because if they fall in, they're done. Like no one fights above water. There's never water around, anyways. The last time I saw water was thinking with crocodile. That was blood. I gotta put him there, man. I'm sorry. I don't. His devil fruit power is crazy, crazy. Like it's not S tier. It could be maybe, but it's better than Katakuri's. It's better than Katakuri's. I'm sorry. Let's get to
Dang, I
this
think you're
next
gonna
one.
have a riot on that one.
I don't think I am. Let's get to the next one before it gets crazy in here. Okay, we got this chick. Um, her teardrops can heal people.
uh, Crew member.
Yeah, I think she's the
Because
best
I
crew
mean,
member.
offensively, all that, it's like the only thing you could do is heal people. So it's like, okay, that's obviously you would want that on your team, but it's like when it comes to defense, I mean, not offense more so, because defensively you're fine, but offensively, it's like, yeah,
Yeah,
she's not gonna do anything,
she'll heal you up real
or
good. Though.
that power in of itself, rather.
It's a cool power. I didn't realize. Well, I did realize, but that's a cool power to have.
Uh, I just want like I wonder because like with a lot of these, there's like to an extent a not a drawback, but like not so much it wears on your body, but there's a limit. Yeah, there's a limit. So I was just wondering, like, I wonder what the limit is for her because, um,
yeah,
um,
because I think she has to cry. Because I think if she cries, those tears out of that's her drawback. She has to cry out of the happiness or sadness, and then she produces those little orbs.
oh, okay.
Because at the end, I think they were flying around and she was crying, and then there was falling on everybody, healing people. So yeah, that's her drawback, I think.
Okay, that makes sense. That's fine.
So we got NL.
Okay, he has to be S.
He has to be, yeah. I can't.
The,
How far are we putting him?
what he does is so garbage, but come on now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like lightning. Come on.
How high are we putting him up there?
Okay. Let me think.
Because we have lightning. I think his destructive capacity is much better than Kizaru's.
No, not like that. No, he's not as good as Kizaru. Like speed wise, no, they're on par because they're the same speed.
Mm-hmm.
But no, light, like when you get into science and all that, dude, it's like when you talk about to destroy the universe, honestly, it's like light is something else.
Dang.
But lightning, on the other hand, it gets hot and can, be, destructive and all that. But light, no, that's something else.
So you put him low S. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like Kizaru speaking, if he were to like just go crazy on leash, I mean, I would say he's either the highest or one of the highest S tiers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
okay. Yeah, he's so cool.
But yeah, no, he's definitely S though. I mean, that I would definitely not be complaining if I had that either on my crew or if I was the captain and had that.
Yeah, he could definitely be. He could have. He was a god. He's G tier. I need to make another one. Okay. Got the mud guy, Logia.
Mud guy. Let me think. Where is he? What arc was he from?
He was from a couple arcs. He was in Sago. What's it called? Sagobody. I butchered that. He was on Fishman. Remember, he was on Fishman. He was in the barrel, and then he got out of the barrel. And he was like trying to get those mermaids, and he was trying to capture them.
So I don't. I feel like he.
Well, it's swamp. Like swamp guy. That's what he is.
He's okay. I feel like he is crew. I don't know, because it's like technically speaking, I feel like any Logia you have potential to be at least a warlord. Mm-hmm. But Mud is kind of just like, bro,
what am I going to use you for? What are you here for?
I wouldn't want that even on my crew. I would say throw it to the streets, honestly. Throw it to the sea.
Yeah. I think he should be. He is a Logia, so that does put him pretty high. He can't be Drip though. Drip is too powerful. So we'll put him right there.
Yeah, it's just like it's one of those like I forgot about him, so it's like if I forget about you, it's honestly
when you see him, he's so annoying. It's like, what are you here for?
Oh, that too. Doesn't he have like his tongue sticking out? Yeah, that reminds me of you.
Anyways, okay. So we got the mirror girl from Big Mama's Pirates.
So I'm gonna say it feels like the same thing with the dimension guy, but the only thing is like you need a mirror though, and like when they break them, you can't So like I would say I guess like below him, honestly, just because like mirrors is still a pretty. I mean, who doesn't have mirrors? But it's like, but the second you realize, oh, that's what she's traveling through, then just break all of them.
Yeah, I think that puts her super low. Then I think that puts her like right there, like there. Because yeah, I would rather have a mirror than flying. You get there a lot quicker. Okay, good night. What do you think of that? I think that I think that's
Yeah, I mean,
pretty
honestly,
fair.
that's whatever. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. We got the mole.
To the sea.
I think she's the
Okay,
lowest
next.
one. She
Yeah,
sucks. She
dude,
sucks.
that's garbage. That's straight garbage. Just yeah. No. That,
We got
oh man.
Smoker.
I'll say C.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I love
like I'm
Smoker
not
so
mad.
much.
I'm not mad. I like Smoker. Smoke. It's not like a bad Logia one. Like even if I had it, I wouldn't be like super mad. Um, but yeah, it's one of those like, it's not. Yeah, it's nothing terrible, but it's
Like
not the
he
best.
doesn't, and it's hard to make a case for like, okay, smoke. What smoke can mess you up with oxygen. Like that's, but like, what can smoke do destructively? That's like this guy blows up crap. Chopper can destroy things. He
Hmm.
doesn't really do a lot of destructive, but his power is super good. She's really powerful with like what she can do. She's obviously powerful, not destructive, but healing. You can't be healing. But it's like, what can he do? Like he doesn't do anything that's like, dang, that's really powerful of him. Like smoke is what? Smoke is smoke. Like it's not. At least Caesar, he could like do crazy things with smoke too, because he has gas. But I don't know. Like I like Smoker, but yeah, I can't be mad at that.
Well, because gas to an extent is it's heavy. Like on the molecular level, it's heavy enough to where like because like even without, let me first like even without hockey or whatever, it's like if he were to shoot, like his fist or whatever, it would be heavy enough to create a solid to actually like you know punch and like hurt stuff. So it's like it is, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just like you just don't see it, but potentially speaking though.
Mhm.
So
So you think higher? Because yeah, like smoke is super damaging. Like it could be really a big issue. But compared to
hmm
these, I don't think he can go too much higher.
yeah, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm fine. Honestly, I'm fine with him there. I'm not like
Okay.
stressing about him.
Okay. So we got the snow girl. She can make. I think she's at least a B. I think she's a B
I was,
because she's
I would say,
Aokiji, but
I would
not.
say behind. Yeah, I would say behind though. Uh, Crocodile,
Yeah, I can't be mad at that.
because it's like, I mean, it's like okay. I mean, for you go to a pile or have a a little hand of snow, and you put your breath on it, it melts pretty fast. So it's like okay, yeah, that's
Would you rather be
heat is
stuck in a sandstorm or a snowstorm? That's a hard one.
one's cold and one just is coarse and gets everywhere.
So which one? Like put her above crocodile?
From what you see her do, she doesn't do anything.
But her power is
No, I'm just trying to think of like examples though.
she did like this. She made a blizzard in that room, but Zoro kind of just didn't really care.
Yeah, it's Zoro, so it's like wrong person.
I guess I'll keep her there. Like I'm not mad at that.
Like snow or sand. Well, it's like okay,
I think snow would be worse because you get cold and
well,
the
yeah, you
body
get
doesn't do well with cold.
cold.
Like you said
No, but
like you said with sand, it's just coarse. But you could
yeah,
sand
but
could
it's
cut you
like,
big
but
time.
yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Is like, but sand is heavier and can easily form a sharper blade than snow can. And yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know if, well, yeah, because he did like the was it not shambles, but like the tornado blizzard too, where it's
Mhm.
just like, yeah, where it just like cuts everyone up because yeah.
Yeah, I can't be mad at that.
So
Moria, Gecko Moria. He can take soul. He can what's his power?
shadows,
Shadows.
shadows.
I think he's a B. I don't like him, but his power is pretty legit. Like he can revive people and put shadows in them. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, just throw him
I
wherever.
think
I
that's
don't
a
care.
B. I think
This
he's
is like
I
you're
think he's
such a
too
lame.
kid's so high. I don't know what I was doing. He's too high up here. Um I think
Such a
he's at least below Bartholomew. Hmm, yeah. What do you think of that?
it's just like he's such a poor, he's like one of the ones that like, oh yeah, he's a big deal, but he's such a poor example of like what a power can be and stuff like that. So it's just like
Yeah.
I'm just trying to like, okay, what did he do that was like besides eating a bunch of shadows and then he got big, but he got beat up by like pretty far behind pre-time skip Luffy. So it's like
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of like the power itself. Yeah, I guess he's fine there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, he was a warlord for something, so I don't know what, but
This is true. Okay. So we got Mr. 3, Candle Guy.
so him, I mean, wax, it's heavy. He obviously makes like shields and stuff, like, which is like pretty cool. He can make solids.
With that armor. That armor.
Yeah, he made armor that was pretty, rough and all that, or pretty hard and stuff like that. So it's like honestly, wax isn't a bad Logia to have.
Yeah. I think it's better than Smoker for sure.
Oh yeah,
I think
I think it's better than Snow.
Oh yeah. Oh. Ooh. You want to put him Warlord?
I would put him warlord, like because it's like okay, from what you see of him, he doesn't do a whole lot, but still that power in and of itself, though, it's like you can melt your own wax, make it hard, make it into whatever. I mean, he made the exact key needed to unlock Ace, so it's like that's pretty
That is pretty
detailed
cool.
in all that.
Yeah,
So it's like
I think he's like if let's say that he had ever had a show, like he would be like a Luffy. Like his power is kind of what the heck, but you could do
honestly,
something
yeah,
like what Luffy has done with Wax. That's so true.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. So
I've put him pretty higher. I think he's better
yeah,
than Gecko.
no, yeah, yeah, because like I mean, I haven't, like, if you were to see him, after time skip and like he just, decided to start getting stronger and all that, it's like, I feel like, yeah, he could definitely be something else.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. We got Marco the Phoenix, bro.
Oof.
Uh,
Because he's a zone, he's like one of the ancient ones.
but he's the dual ones because he can be Logia but also Zonin. Zoan. So he is.
Yeah.
I put him
So
low
it's
A.
kind of,
I'll put him in the A
yeah,
for sure.
I'll say A for sure.
Okay.
He did go toe to toe with Akainu to at least hold him back a little bit.
This is true.
So that shows like to an extent his own strength. Because yeah, his own strength.
He can heal people. He can heal himself.
Yeah,
That
he was
bumps
able
him up
to
a couple.
yeah, he was able to
Well,
get a
this is a
kick
good one
on.
because is he more powerful than Ace? I think so. Well, he was. He was the first. He was the first commander. Well, that's rank, not necessarily power.
Yeah, I just rank because I mean he was the first one in Whitebeard's crew anyway, so it's kind of like he would have to be, I guess you could say. I don't know because it's like I'm just trying to think because it's not like he did any like ranged attacks. Like in the game, you have ranged attacks. But I'm just trying to think.
I think. I think he's better than Crack. I think he's better than these three. I think he's better than Jack because of his healing and his speed and mobility. He can fly. I think that bumps him up.
Yeah, like that defensively and offensively, I think yeah he is better than
I think he's
Uzo.
I think he's a well-rounded person. Like he has
Yeah,
everything you kind of want in an emperor.
yeah, he can heal on the fly. He can fly. He's fast and offensively. Yeah, I think I would say he's good where he's at.
Yeah. If anything, I might put a Kizaru higher because he does have the destructive capabilities more so than Marco.
Kizaru.
Or not Kizaru, Aokiji. Like I would put it like that.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I would say so.
Yeah.
Because it's like, again, you sort of see him do some stuff, but sort of not.
I want to see more of him. Oh, I want to see more. So we got this dude. I forget his name, but his power is the more damage he takes, the stronger he gets.
Yeah, the monk.
The monk guy. I think at least
dang.
deserves him as a B.
At least, yeah.
if not even low A. I just haven't seen
I
enough
would
of
honestly
him.
say low A because that's almost like a Hulk thing where it's like the madder he gets, the stronger. Whereas like the more damage he takes, as long as he can take it, type of thing, he's just gonna keep getting bigger. And honestly, he did take down one of the sweet generals in Big Mom's Pirates.
Oh, he did. I didn't know he was in the arc. Who did he beat up?
Well, it was one of those like he took down because there was four of them, and he took down one of them, and then Cracker was sent, and then he took that dude down.
He was in
But he
that
still
arc.
fought. It was one of those like for a quick second, he was like they were talking about the sweet generals, and it's like, oh yeah, there was four, but that guy,
Oh,
they were
dang.
like at sea, and his pirate group became against Big
Oh, I
Mom,
see.
and
Yeah.
yeah, and he took him down, and he was like, yeah. So I'm like, dang, okay, that's cool. Because they were talking something like, oh yeah, the worst generation, just something about him, and he's part of it, and he was like, yeah, he took down one of them. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think he's good there.
Okay. That
The
sounds.
only thing I would say
I might put
he's
him above
not
one more. Or no.
well, I'm thinking like honestly, maybe a bit more than Cracker. I'm only saying that because for one, he did take down one of the generals. And I feel like the only reason why he even lost honestly to him is because he was already beaten up super badly.
Mhm.
So it was kind of like, yeah, it's not a fair fight. So
So we got.
yeah, but I like the guy. He's funny. I like him.
Yeah, I want to see more of him. I didn't know that was his power until I read about it. That's cool.
Yeah, I just thought he was just super strong or something.
So we got Oven from the Sweet Pirates, the Big Mom Pirates, Sweet General. He was pretty. He isn't fire. He's just heat. Gets really hot, but he's extremely powerful. I think he's at least low A. I think
I'm fine with low A.
yeah, he's no
I
more than that.
yeah, like for me, honestly, he just beat B.
Yeah. Yeah, he
And it's
beats
like
him
I
up.
feel like he was only able to like show more of his powers is because they went out in the ocean, and then he was able because like besides that, it's like yeah, he
You
didn't.
didn't really see
I mean
too
like
much.
Stanji was beating him up, so it's kind of just like yeah, I don't know.
Mhm. Yeah, but yeah, when he put his hands in the ocean and he boiled it from like far
Yeah,
away too. That was impressive. I'm like, holy crap, this guy's crazy. Okay, so we got we got the lion guy who has ate the turtle fruit. He's throwing the sea,
yeah,
bro.
just
I don't want this
yeah,
thing. I'll put him a little bit higher though.
yeah,
I'll put him right there.
yeah. I mean, it's definitely not the worst, but I still wouldn't want that. Yeah, I wouldn't want that at all.
Okay. Okay, boys. We got a heavy hitter. We got Trifago Law, bro. I think he's an S, dude. He's an low S. His power is so
My
ridiculous.
okay. My only thing, I mean, yes, that is my only thing, and that's from playing Brock's Fruit,
Oh
is
my
that
gosh.
no, because it's actually a legitimate question. Is what is the range of room though? Because whenever I go against someone or like whatever, all you have to do is step out of the circle, and it's like they can't touch you. So then it's like they have to take it down and then put another one back up. And it's kind of just like, okay, well, as long as when it's down, I go and hit you. And then the second you put it up, I just step out of it. It's like, okay, I'm not going to get hurt. And all I have to do is like stink and get in and out super fast and I'll be
Okay,
fine.
I like that you brought that up because I don't know the range, but I just remember that shot when they were in Dressrosa and he pulled up the room and it kind of zoomed back and you saw how big it was. Because nobody here, let's say his room is big enough or not as big that they can just step out real quick and it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Let's say that he has this range and it's not very big and people can just walk out and not be affected by it. Nobody here or in One Piece could do anything to him while he's in room. Because let's say they step out and they shoot from the outside in, whatever they shoot, he'll just do the whole shambles and flip it with whatever else, and it's not going to touch him. And
To an extent.
not only that, but he can
Oh, you mean like in A?
What?
in A tier. Like no one in A tier
Yeah,
could do anything
like
against him.
nobody here could hit him, even if they're outside his range. And if they're in his range, it's over. Like if you're in his room, his operation table, whatever, it's over. Like he's gonna take you apart. He can do that gamma blade. He can his what he can do for healing. He can like take diseases out of you. He can cure you. He can do all this stuff, especially on a medical side and on a offensive side. He can destroy you so quickly. I think he could definitely be S tier for sure.
I would say definitely then low S tier.
Yeah, I'll put him low S. The only drawback is it takes a lot of his energy.
Yeah.
But what he does in that time span is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like no one can stop him. Like it's it's low S for sure. He's so cool. Such a good power. Okay. Let's Pika guy.
Let me see. Cause he was he a Logia? Because I know he had stone.
I
But
don't know if he's a Logia or a Paramecia type.
or he could just like control
But
stone. Because I mean he went in it like
yeah.
no, he was stone. Where
I think he is a Logia because I don't think he's a Logia, but he becomes a Logia if no, not even that, because he just becomes whatever he touches. He's like that that DC guy, which is called Element Man or whatever. Like whatever he touches, he'll become. And he'll become that structure. So like when he touched the mountain or the stone, he becomes the stone and mountain or whatever.
Oh, okay. That's
And
all right.
he should be extremely powerful, but he did not do it justice. I would put him I think I would be the highest B. Or if the lowest A. Like I would switch him out. Like 1-for-1.
I would say B, honestly.
Yeah, I'll put highest B.
I'd say B. Yeah.
This guy, the Warden. He is so powerful.
He is a
Venom.
Logia.
He's Logia. I do believe.
I'll say A.
Yeah,
I'll say A.
he's A.
Because
I think he's like.
I don't know to what extent, like if you were fighting him, how hockey would help besides actually like being able to punch him. Well, no, because Luffy punched him, and that was before he even knew about hockey. So
that knocks him down a couple.
Luffy dropped him. Yeah, because Luffy dropped him to his knees, and that was before. So
I think he's more powerful than Heat guy for sure. Okay, so he's not a Logia, so that takes that out of the way. So is he more powerful than this guy, Kuma, and Belly?
Then Kuma, I think so.
Yeah.
Then Cracker, just because of scale again. And it's like, yeah, it's poison, but it's not like acid. So it's like, even if he poisoned like his armor that Cracker makes, he's still inside.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay.
And again, we confirmed he's not Logia, so that's easier for someone with armor to beat.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I can't be mad at. Pudding. She can erase memories.
Oh, that's a good crew member.
Yeah, that's a good crew member. I think she's right there.
Yeah.
Queen from
don't know him.
They're B. It's just another dinosaur.
Yeah.
I think he's better than.
What type of dinosaur?
It's a Bronchiosaurus.
Okay. But
it's just strength. Like that's all you have is brute strength.
Yeah, but it's a Brachiosaurus though, so it's like that totally stomps.
I don't know, because mobility. You want flying or do you want strength? Because that's which one's better. I think flying is better, just all around
for mobility.
But if you want a brute force guy, yeah.
I guess they're the same. I guess.
Yeah, it's like 1A and 1B.
Like either one.
Yeah. The Admiral that I like her power is so cool. I didn't think it was until reading it, but her power is so cool. She's the one that can make people into laundry and they can't move, and then she can clean the evilness out of people, which is so cool. Like I don't know what you I don't know how she would be like. I don't know how she is on an offensive thing. I think it's more like if she gets a hold of you, then you're kind of done. But her power is so cool. I'll put her in B.
I suppose that's whatever.
The fact that she can clean the evilness out of people is pretty insane. That's pretty crazy. I
Hmm.
think that's better right there. Okay. So we got Foxy. He can reflect whatever back at you.
Was he I thought he was slow motion. Cause like I remember that Luffy beat him because when Foxy did whatever, all Luffy had was a mirror and it reflected back at him. And then Foxy was super slow for like 10 seconds.
Hmm.
And then Luffy just beat him up in that time.
Let me see. Let me see. What's his powers? Devil fruit. Ate the Noro no Mi. Paramecia allows him to emit special microscopic photon particles as beams of light. Anything hit by these photons will be trapped in a state of slow motion for 30 seconds. He demonstrates this by slowing down a cannonball fired at him, only to get get hit anyways. In battle, he can use his power to slow down his opponent, either giving him ample opportunity to escape and or set up one of his underhanded schemes. Additionally, while someone is trapped in slow motion, any hit they take will affect him in slow motion and return to normal speed when they do. Because of this, Foxy can strike his opponents multiple times while they are slowed down so that they can experience all the accumulated strikes when they return to normal speed. So because it's made out of light, they can be reflected. Okay, that's what you're talking about. So what do you think? He slows things down.
I just feel like that's a really easy thing to counteract.
Yeah.
Because even it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna say C. Because like it's not a bad thing to have as a crew member. Or like yeah, if you're a captain, you have that guy on your crew.
Mhm.
But to have that power in and of itself, it's kind of just like
I'm trying
you
to
have to really have schemes and all that.
yeah. I'm trying to think like what power could he reflect that would make an issue? Like I guess you could reflect his bombs back at him, which would make him better. You could reflect her crap, so make her better. You could slow any of these. I think he's higher though, because you can
Hmm.
slow down time. So if they're getting shot or punched or anything, he slows them down. I think like right there, or maybe higher. What do you think?
Because I'm trying to think because it's like
Slowing down is impressive. That 30 seconds, that's like Zawirldo, but like times 50. Like 30 seconds, he slows you down. That's pretty insane. He just didn't use it good. Yeah, he's
no,
Dio.
it's well, it's one of those. It's just like potentially speaking, yeah, there's room, but it's just like the power in and of itself. It's like yeah, you can slow down time, but
Is he better than Door Guy? No, I think that where
no,
he
I
should
think he's
be.
fine where
Yeah,
he's at.
that's good. Okay, we got Rob Lucci. He ate the leopard. Zoan, devil fruit.
I feel like it's kind of just like with the other like animal zones, like with the falcon or like the bull or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe like higher, sure, but it's not like the ancient Zoan ones.
No, it's not. I bet when he comes back, whenever he comes back, he's gonna beef it up. But as of right now, it's nothing crazy. I think Chopper's better than him for sure.
Oh
At
yeah.
least Chopper, yeah, Chopper should be higher. Yeah, because Chopper awakened his fruit. Okay, so we got Robin. I think she's a solid B. I think she's a solid B. Her powers is pretty OP for what it is.
Yeah, for what it is. Yeah,
She
you
needs to
can
learn hockey, bro.
well yeah, that
She needs
is
to learn hockey.
yeah, she just needs to like I don't know, like, either get more aggressive or just something. It's just yeah. She just needs to do more with it.
But you can use you she uses her powers in a lot of good ways. I would I would put her higher based off of what she can do. She can do a lot more than these people. She can travel faster. She can help.
Yeah.
She can
Yeah.
do things
Okay, are we
practically.
talking about her
No,
or
like
the
what
power?
her power, like what she's used it for. She's used it for transportation. She uses it for battle. She's used it for
Okay, my only thing
defense.
is though, it's like just the power in and of itself or a Logia. Because without learning hockey, which we're taking that out of equation, it's kind of like, yeah, you're done.
I think I think that power has so much more uses than the ones behind it. Like I this one I would put super high just because I think it's super OP. But maybe not. But I don't know. Like Bartholomew, he has great power. Uh, I guess I can knock her down. Is she better than? Is she better than Barthol? Is she better than Bartholomew? Is she better than Drake? Is she better than Boa with her power? I think that's where she belongs. What do you think?
Offensive capabilities, defensive, so on and so
Because
forth.
she can like kill like 50 people at a time if she wanted to, and she has. She can fly. She can grab people. I think she needs to. I think
Yeah,
she needs to
it's
beef it
just,
up as a character, but I think her
I
power is
mean,
pretty good.
I don't know. It's just like, okay, now it's like, we're just talking about the fruit itself, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I've been talking about this whole
Because
time.
if we're talking about just the fruit itself, then it's like she would be behind like Snow Lady because you can't touch any Logia then.
No, but like what she's done with it is impressive. Like obviously gum, rubber sucks if it's just the fruit, but what he's done with it is impressive. So like what yeah, her power might stink, but what she's done with it, what you've seen her do with it, what it can do is impressive. It's really impressive.
I mean, I'm never impressed by her, but that's fine.
Well, you just don't like
And
Robin.
when she was like bad and with Crocodile, I was like, oh, okay, dang. Well, then when she came with Luffy, I was like, it was, whenever she was on screen, I was kind of like, unless she was reading the polygraphs or whatever. But after that, I was like, yeah,
Because I think she obviously she can fight people. She's done it before. She can defend people. She can. I think she does a lot more with that power than the ones behind her. I don't think she has like this destructive capability like the ones up here necessarily, or especially
you
like the
think she's better than
dinosaurs.
Drake?
Yeah, I would rather have Robin more than Drake because like I said, she can do a lot more. Like she's
Hmm.
useful. You can find her. She no, she's not gonna be stinking destroying people like just crushing them. But you can find a lot more uses for her than I would put her a higher B, but definitely more than these people.
Mm.
I think.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, because yeah. Um, Corazon.
I like that fruit. I'm not saying it's like, SA, but I like that fruit. I mean, it's like to make things quiet, that's just, yeah. It's like it's one of those like that's easily like offensively and defensively, that's something else. I would say it's like at least with the invisible guy. Personally, I would say better just because it's like if you're fighting someone invisible, then it's like you're just gonna be doing AoE attacks all day. But someone you just can't hear, it's like okay, you don't know if they're either in the air or if like they jumped up in the air, or if they're behind you or behind some building or whatever.
That's true. If you can't hear people, I think that puts him up even more. Yeah, he's better than Lucci. Is he better than a guy who slows down time? No, because now he's affecting time
Yeah.
itself. Yeah, I think that's pretty fair right there. So we got this throwaway character, the Marine who can rust things.
I don't think it's bad. It's just one of those like you have to touch somebody.
Mhm.
So whenever it's kind of just like any range character would, um
I think it's
yeah,
like
it's just
I think it's
like
like right.
I would Yeah,
right
I guess
there.
that. Yeah, I guess that'd be fine because it's just like, yeah,
If he can beef
I
it
get,
up,
yeah,
that's legit. Like he could definitely get into B status. But as of now, the 2 seconds we saw of him, it wasn't that impressive.
yeah.
So, but I think what its destructive capabilities is ridiculous, especially in One Piece. Like everyone has something in their hands, so you take it away, it's over. What's his name? Senior baby.
Senior baby.
Yeah, I would throw this in the sea, bro.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't want that.
I think he's like
I
a
like him as a
little,
character.
yeah,
I think he's funny and all that, but and like I like why he dresses up like a baby, but yeah.
yeah. There we go.
I mean, I like his attitude with his power. That it's like, no, if you have a power, you should never use it to run away, but go forward and attack. So that's why he never, runs away. So it's like I think that's the attitude to have, but it's just yeah, no, I just wouldn't want that.
Okay, we got Sword Dude. I think
Eh,
he's
He's
yeah,
C.
he's C. Um, I forget what their name is, but they were with Ivanko, the Scissor Dude. I do not remember what their powers were. I think they
I
could just
guess
like
scissors.
cut things like really easily, like anything.
Yeah, C too, honestly, then.
Yeah. Okay. Got a couple more. Almost done. Sweet. We got Big Mom, the Soul Fruit, dude.
So yeah, I don't know if you say S. My only thing is this. It didn't work on those who are not afraid. And it's like that's her whole power though.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like if you're just not afraid of her or afraid of, whoever has that power, it's kind of just like, oh, well, okay now.
But once you are afraid, what she does with it is crazy. Like she can make inanimate objects alive. She did Zeus and Poseidon. Like that was crazy. I think
You know what? I think Emperor she's fine with.
yeah, no, I won't put her in S, but I definitely put her a higher A.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought of S because of her character, but like no, the power itself, like no, it's A.
I think
Um
I think it's really high. I think it might be the highest A just based off of the
uh,
fact of if you're not scared. Like that's it. But there's so many scared people in One Piece.
yeah, but okay, yeah. Yeah, but I mean
Hmm,
who in A would be scared of her?
that's true. Who wouldn't A be? Well, that's not too fair. Because then she would be super low. She would be the lowest.
No, well, no, well, is it she has to ask the question like, oh, life or whatever?
Okay, we gotta find
Because
this.
whenever she took someone's soul out, she asked a question first. So I'm just like, I don't, because she never
Okay,
did it just willy
so
nilly.
I have it. It says Big Mama possesses a paramecia type devil fruit called Soru Soru no Mi. The devil fruit allows her to extract the soul of her people, uh, extract the soul of other people who fear her. She can even put her own soul in objects and create weapons. She had 3 weapons: Poseidon, Prometheus, Napoleon. That's pretty insane. I didn't know I forgot that she could put her own
Well, yeah, that's what
soul.
she did with the Prometheus and all those.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why when Brooke
Dang.
tried to take it away, he couldn't because it was Big Mom. So
Yeah. I think she's high. She's a high A. Ah, she's really high. I think she's above Ace. Like I won't put her above Luffy or Katakuri, but her power, her fruit is ridiculous.
yeah, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. And that's like with no training. That's just her power. That's like just legit her power. She doesn't even need to
Yeah,
train it. Like I would put her high A, but I think that's fair. What do you think? Would you put her higher
yeah.
or just keep her?
Nah, I would keep her honestly. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, a part of me wants to put her high A because that's so
You already did that with it, kind of.
fine. I guess I only get one shot and I used it on him.
Yeah.
We got the Spike Girl. Spike fruit. Bro, I'd throw that in the sea.
Yeah, honestly, I would throw that in the sea.
I put
And
this. I
like,
put it a
okay,
little higher.
that's yeah.
You're just stupid. Okay, the chef who can make anything his sword touches into food. That's some emperor status.
What?
Not based on destructive capabilities, But
Oh, okay. Yes, okay. He can make food, but that because of that, now he's an emperor of the sea.
well, because what one of the things with what becomes a emperor or those things is influence, right? And
Yeah.
like, can you influence the people? So if he's making food for all these poor people, he could definitely become emperor of his sea in One Piece for sure. I'll give you high B.
I'll get yeah, I'll do B, but
Okay,
the fruit itself, nah, okay, yeah, you're not gonna be an A just because you can make something to food.
okay, okay. But let's be honest. I'm not gonna switch him. But let's be honest. If it wasn't One Piece, he could definitely be based off influence alone and like popularity. People would love him so much.
Yeah, but I mean, just going off of fruit though,
Well, that's what I'm saying. If someone had that fruit and did it, oh yeah, you could definitely be super popular. Okay, so we got Dofi, the string fruit.
he's A, 100%.
Ooh,
He's A.
dang! I thought you were gonna put him in S. He's high
Well,
A.
I'm just saying on a world thing though, it's like on a world thing, like on a world level, like everyone up here has pretty much been like a world level. And plus Luffy did beat him, so I mean,
Well, he is the
um,
main character, but he did awaken his fruit, so
yeah.
he's already.
So I do think yeah, he's definitely high A. Um, yeah, but he awakened it, but still, but Luffy beat him
But
though.
that's yeah, but because of
Well, I mean, Luffy.
he did have law help him too, so that was two against
Okay,
one,
fine. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Okay.
and he can heal
Um,
himself. He can fly.
he can heal
He
himself. He
has
can
he has the
fly.
awakening part of it, which turns everything
Awakening
to string.
that he can also put like he did with the hockey. He put it on the tips of his like spears or whatever, and
Bird
totally just
cage, whatever that.
bird cage. He can control people. Really, make people as puppets.
Dang, I think that's even higher. He can control people. No one else can control people.
Can anyone else control people? Let me see.
Not like no, like who else can control people? Maybe the belly girl because she can kind of influence him, but Stinky he can puppet him. Dude, that's
I mean, I'm good with S. I just
I
thought
could put, wait. You said S or no? I thought you said not S.
I s- no, I said I'm good with S. I'm just saying like,
Oh, I thought you said no S.
well, I said A first just because I thought I'd get shot down,
Mhm.
but no, I'm good with S.
Okay, yeah, because I was when you said A, I'm like, you serious? I was gonna think S. He's too much.
Oh no, because I remember like when you were watching it, that arc, and like I wanted string, like because again, it's like it's string. It's kind of like with Luffy or like Katakuri or like other people. It's kind of like what a
Mhm,
string, okay, but then it's like it just goes to show like what you can do with it though. So
mhm. And it,
that's why it's like I love this.
yeah, I don't think it's better than these ones, but it sure is in the S tier for sure. I think he's where he should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't be mad at that at all. So we got
Yep, yep, yep,
the
yep.
girl that can turn to toys, anything.
It's whenever it's like she just has to touch him again.
Mhm.
So it's like whenever it's like someone old, they have to get close and touch you, and then they can. I don't know, because then the thing is too, is like if she gets knocked out, it undoes everything too.
That's true.
So it's
Dang.
kind of like for me, she's a C. She may be like a mid to high C, because that is still pretty,
That was a really
but
powerful.
that's fine. That's
Okay.
fine.
This what's her name? Violet or
Violet,
yeah.
yeah.
She can see what?
Is it what you're thinking or like something in your mind or something? Oh, I forget.
Mhm. So it says it allows her to see through solid objects over vast distances and see into
Oh,
people's
okay.
minds. I'll put her a high C.
Yeah, because that's pretty useful.
Yeah, I think that's really useful. Yeah. And then we got um I forget his name, the Steven Tyler guy who could make things
Aerosmith.
wavy. Yeah, Aerosmith. I hated him. He was so annoying. I don't know why. I did not like him.
He was pretty messed up, that's for sure.
I don't know.
Um, the fruit in of itself, I mean, it's like, do you have it like the description of it or?
Not right now. I don't remember his
Because I remember
name.
like his sword was like small, but then it was able to like extend super far, and then like he had like his cape was all wavy, but then it made it into a shield. So like it's actually useful. he got beat by one guy.
Okay, I got this power. It is Diamante ate the Hira Hira no Mi, a paramecium type devil fruit that allows him to bestow the properties of fabric onto his own body, as well as non-living things he touches. And then that's actually kind of cool. Hold on. Man, I need to watch this arc again. What are you thinking? Okay, let me see. The affected material becomes a completely flat, flexible, foldable, and it weighs becomes a fraction of its usual heft. Even harder metal flutters like a flag in the breeze at its user's command. While anything Diamante touches gains the malleable properties of cloth fabric, all of their natural characteristics, such as toughness, strength, or sharpness, are retained by the material, so the metal object can still resist forceful impact from enemies, and blades retain their edge. Dang. And then he can create different forms and shapes. Dang, that's pretty. That's pretty.
So I would say B.
I put him in B.
Yeah, I don't know how high, but
I think he's better than Kid. Yeah. What do you think?
that's fair enough.
I don't know. Is he better than Mori with the shadows and stuff? I don't know about that one. He couldn't.
Yeah, I
He
don't know.
couldn't be Crocodile based off of his powers. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And then the last but not least, we got Blackbeard.
White Blackbeard.
So we already
So he's
know
definitely
he's,
yes.
yeah. I can't even argue with you.
Aware, that's the only thing. Because if he's has to do with black holes and so on and so forth, I mean, it's just like, okay.
He's definitely better than
That's-
Dolphy.
Yeah, well, yeah.
He.
Because do you have a description of his?
Yeah, let's find a just quick description because this is a hard one.
So
Okay,
that's pretty
so it
ballsy.
says the Yami Yami no Mi is a Logia, so he's already Logia, type devil fruit that allows the user to create and control darkness at will, making the user a darkness human. This fruit is considered unique even for a Logia type, and the ability it grants is said to be the most evil.
Yeah, no, because I know what his fruit was. I just want to get the extent also. Because I know it's like he can nullify other fruits. So that's pretty big.
I think he's right
Be-
behind Kizuro. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe like right behind Whitebeard, the Goro Goro.
Well,
Like, do you?
honestly, it's like I don't know because whenever Whitebeard tried to hit him, he would just block it with his hand and it'd be nulled.
What does that mean? He
So it's
nulls
like-
it? Like he just turns it off?
Yeah, he turns it off.
Dang! So we just put him.
Because Whitebeard would have like the whole like everything ready. He would swing at Teach and he would just like block with his hand and then boom, like
Dang!
nothing happened.
Well, it said it's the most
So-
evil fruit. Just
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, and I mean, again, he went out of his way to kill another person who found it, take it, eat it, knowing that Teach would come after him.
he is
So
Teach.
it's like, yeah, Whitebeard. So it's kind of like, yeah, he knew what was gonna happen. So it's like, yeah, he obviously wanted that for a bigger purpose, but it was just like, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I would say he's honestly, yeah.
I can't
yeah,
argue
I would
that.
say he's the S of the S, yeah.
I can't even. Yeah, you can't argue that. It's yeah. If he nulls your thing, it's over. This is pretty. I can't even. This is a good one. I can't even lie. I'm not mad at this. Like I'm like that's the thing that's like kind of funny. That's what's cool about One Piece. It's like whatever power you have can become the most powerful thing. Like except this guy. Like she's not becoming any more powerful than where she's at. But all of them can become extremely powerful. Obviously, there's like the S tiers that are powerful no matter what. But then you get like ones like Snow, and you get ones like Magnetism and Candy. Like Candy could be so powerful if you do it right. So I don't know. Like that's just One Piece. I think any power can be powerful. But what have you seen, and how powerful is it in the show? Cool. Well, I'm glad you're able to do it with me. That was fun. That was cool.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, like I'm glad that we were on the same page with some of these things because I'm like, okay, I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to like some of the sciencey stuff. So it's like darkness and light and lightning too. It's like no, those are S tier and those are like almost the god tier type of stuff. So
Yeah, I
but
have
yeah,
to agree.
no, yeah.
Well, that was our tier list of devil fruits from One Piece, of which one is the best devil fruit in the series. So um, thank you for joining us, and we will talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye bye.